right. Shalom. This is GmsLouisianaSaints, the New Orleans camp, with another live camp. But before we get started, as always, we're going to give all praises, glory, and infinite honors to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakah HaKodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule and teach well. In peace and salutations to you sincere Akim out there, pushing this word in truth and sincerity to the four corners of the globe. May you brothers endure until the end. Shalom.
Shalom.
As you can see, we're in a change of scenery because we got Mardi Gras going on down here, and it's just hectic downtown. So we're in a park in the belly of the beast, so to speak, a park surrounded by Edomites. So, but that's not what we're going to be going into with this camp. And we're going to start it off going into these false prophets out here. It's clear to see as we get closer and closer to the end who the real men of the Lord are and who the false men of the Lord are. Of course, you've got Sakari with their madness. Now they're saying, now you've got Deacon Destruction talking about, oh, I don't care what Mark has to say, among them not wanting to acknowledge the Apostle Paul. Eventually, they're just going to throw out the whole New Testament and be like, you know what? We're Old Testament Israelites. The Levitical priesthood is still in effect, and ultimately they're going to be through. You got IUIC with the madness they've been spewing over the years. Of course, you had even though he's went back on it to some extent or said he didn't say that, you had Bishop Nathaniel talking about there's going to be no Jacob's trouble, and he completely butchered that Matthew 24, where it says in the days of Noah they shall be eating and drinking and giving in marriage. He was saying that's what Jake's going to be doing during Jacob's trouble, which is complete madness. Even though from what I heard, now he's trying to, as things are progressing, he's trying to backtrack on it and say, oh, I didn't say that. They're in that Marian honeymoon cruise ship spirit. And then you've got this whole thing with ISUPK now, where they came out with this straight 90s give it to me raw nigga video of the Passover, where they were talking about, oh, hey, in the world, you don't have a woman or a job, so you might as well join the truth so you can get a woman and a job. And if I remember correctly, one Jake in the video said, hey, well, you can smoke weed in the truth. On the Passover video,
he said that.
He's like, hey, in the truth, you can.
He said, if you ain't smoking weed, then what you doing?
Huh?
That's what he said.
Pretty much.
It's basically like, if you ain't smoking weed out here, like, what are you doing?
And then of course, you had the E looking hard.
Yeah,
it's like we went to a time loop into the Andy Griffith show. But you had that. Then of course you had the women there at the Passover, which have no goddamn business being at the Passover, giving their double honors to General Yohana, General Bacon Strip, General all this and that, and you know what that's all going to breed, just straight up adultery. That's what our elders were talking about back during the One West days, is that when the women were around, you had brothers as women sleeping with other brothers. There was a lot of STDs getting passed around, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah, if you look at the video concerning them, man, I don't know if y'all brothers kind of probably noticed it, but all of them are like fat, bad shape, seem like they got real bad diets, and it's not just just a pick on. I'm just like, every one of them like really big, they really bad built, they diet wise, it look like they probably eating abominations. Because if you going off on the scriptures, what else you doing? Exactly. Right? No, we don't gotta be like, well, they probably doing this or they doing that. You going off on the scriptures, you remixing the doctrine. I'm pretty sure you probably remixing how to eat.
That's
right? Yeah, that come with that. You could do it yourself.
General Yohana said you can pop your woman in the ass. Yeah, you can sodomize your woman. Sakari saying you can have sex on the Passover. Not the Passover. They probably don't care about that either. Yeah. You can have sex on the Shabbat. It's just complete madness out here. And the scriptures told us that there would come a time when you have false prophets and false teachers out here to try to deceive the elect. But we know that if it were possible, the elect would be deceived. The elect is not going to get deceived. These false teachers are out here to put that dragnet to catch those that the Most High doesn't want for destruction. But before we get into these precepts, I want to bring this out real quick, that a brother posted, that a brother posted about how what we're going through now is the very exact same thing that was going on during the times of the Acts of the Apostles, and Jude talked about it. This is the purpose of Jude. The prophet Jude wrote this book to the church, because the church was going through a time of great apostasy, and there was no shortage of doctrinal and moral error inside the church, while there were other false churches robbing from the doctrine of the apostles but mixing it with error. Hey, we see that today. They take bits and pieces from the apostles that we learn from, and then they go and completely remix it into some false, wicked doctrine, like Sakari, for instance.
Yeah, like they know better than the Christian church today. You know, now they taking the truth and remixing it. Well, you know, we're gonna take this out. You know, to get more people in. You know, all right, and we're gonna add this to get the wicked jakes in. You know, to get the money coming in. When it boils down to it, it's all about the money, man. You know, because Jake, whatever is you know, whatever what they say, the broad way or the wide, you know, something about the wide, you know, many people will come. But the truth is narrow, so you ain't gonna get that many jakes. But if it's wide, you know, anybody can come in. And that's all about the numbers, you know.
And mainly them women. Hey, them wicked men that take captive silly women through vainful deceits. And lest we forget, even though they aren't even worth a mention, GOCC talking about they're gonna be Edomite. There's gonna be a remnant of Edomites that's gonna take part in salvation with the elect. And then you got these other people. This one dude with this salamander looking wife. Watchman reports. I didn't even see the video, but I just read the title. It said Japheth and the Edomites mixed together to create the Roman Empire, and they're jointly ruling today in the current system we're in. So it's a mixture of Japheth and Edom together ruling in the current kingdom. Just complete bugness and madness. And what we're coming into, and the year kicked off with Rafta News, a scoffer getting put to death, which Abarat Zahi did. But regardless, you're going to see more people getting put to death, more of these false teachers, false Jakes, false Israelites, you name it. Hey, when the Most High puts his foot on that gas pedal, it's not going to be lifted until the elect get beamed up on the chariots. But back in this little paragraph, but mixing it with error, having false teachings with them, while Peter talked about the coming of false teachers, 2 Peter's chapter 2, the 12, which we're going to get in 3 and 3, Jude addresses them as already being present. Jude 1 to 4, 11 to 12, and 17 to 18. Jude seems to have written this while in Jerusalem, even though he did go on some missionary trips early on, 1 Corinthians 9 and 5. When Jude wrote this book, the church was under heavy persecution from Roman and Jewish leaders. And we know that persecution's coming as well. You can see Esau in the cut coming out with these different domestic terrorist bills and all that. And now they came out with a new thing, if any brother remembers it specifically, where it says, given so-called conspiratorial opinions on the internet could get you labeled as a domestic terrorist. And what do they label this whole truth as a conspiracy? If you brothers don't know by now, hey, and to those you brothers and sisters that are just watching the videos and liking it, you're an enemy of the state. Your URL code, your from your internet location. If you watch these videos and brothers that are on these cameras in these videos, they know everything. They're watching you, and again, you're just the enemy of the state. We're waiting for them to roll in on us. And as I said here, the church was facing persecution from Roman and Jewish leaders. Hey, it's looking like a lot of these other camps out there, besides taking that 501c3, are agents for the state. So don't be surprised when they really start rolling on GMS. A lot of these guys start coming against us as well. They're already trying to come against us and make these slander campaigns and hit videos against us. So we're about to come into some highly, highly serious times. But we know that if we put all our faith in Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai is going to make a way for us to escape. Jude wrote this book exclusively to fight against the apostasy that was defiling the church and defectors of the faith who were building apostate churches. And Sakari are defectors. Again, who did Alazar learn from? Our apostle elders. And they started off completely going by the doctrines that our apostle elders taught us. But as we get closer and closer to the end, they're remixing it and making it just madness and bugness out here. These are they who had departed from the faith that was originally delivered, if they were ever in the faith in the first place, which was seen a lot of you weren't. A lot of you people out here were just at it for clout chasing, and as this brother was saying, getting the bag, getting the money. making a name and an image for yourself in Babylon, making a kingdom within a kingdom.
Filling their own lust.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they want to be known as the man. You know,
the God sent comforter.
Yeah.
The guerrilla Hebrew, the deacon, the high priest, the commanding general,
commanded David general
of the of the of the of the of the of the extirpated nigger armies of Israel. So that's what it is. You're commanding general of niggertry. These are they who had departed from the faith that was originally delivered, Jude 1 and 3, if they were ever in the faith in the first place. 1 John 2 and 19, he tells the church to contend for the faith once delivered because the faith was under attack. Today, we have this in common with no shortage of apostate churches, point blank period. Now we're going to get into these scriptures, starting off with that 2 Peter chapter 2, verse 1.
It's 2 Peter 2, verse 1. But there were false prophets also among the people, even as there shall be false teachers among you, who privily shall bring in damnable heresies, even denying the Lord that brought them, and brought upon themselves swift destruction.
And we just opened up the video talking about no shortage of damnable heresies, committing sodomy with your woman, popping on the Shabbat, Edomites can save it, and there's got this another non-factor out here. One Jake saying you got to go get a DNA test and be an E4 1B Israelite. You got to go to Esau and get a DNA test, and if you got this one gene in you, that makes you an Israelite. Completely carnal and not spiritual at all. And where it says even denying the Lord that bought them. And what did the Apostle Paul say in 1 Corinthians? Except that the words that I'm speaking are of the Most High. And what do you have? Sakari saying, oh, we don't believe in the writings of Paul. Hey, we still heavily rely on the Levitical priesthood, denying Yahushai, trying to make yourself your own salvation. And like Elder Yashuamba said, if you're so hardcore about the Levitical priesthood, why don't you make that shoe bread that the Levitical priest made instead of making some Call of Duty hoodies that you're selling? That's another thing. $500 Passovers, getting boys to men to come to your Passover.
Holding Passovers in strip clubs. Now you got big convention centers you putting up. Now it's just turned into a damn Baptist convention now, And that's all it is. You can just sit back and eat lamb, laugh, drink, like to drink wine, and just sit back and talk about nigga shit all day,
Commit adultery. They had what they have a couple of years ago, the Hebrew Awards, where Sakari won a award for whatever it was. Man, Jake, and I haven't watched the video yet from the elder brother from South Carolina, but just from the title, he said there's something very dark going on in the nation of Israel. Hey, and we can clearly see it. Jake is trying to turn this into some carnal nigger shit, trying to add that gangster rap, thug life spirit to the truth. You think the Most High is not watching? This is what the Most High took a lot of brothers out to begin with. That black culture spirit, that nigger spirit, that thug spirit, that gangster spirit. But you Jakes want to incorporate that with the truth. You can't serve two tables. You can't serve the table of devils and the tables of the Most High, which is what you fuckers are trying to do. And what did Yahushua do? He went into the temple and saw them making his father's house a den of thieves. That's what y'all are doing. Y'all are turning the father's house into another den of thieves by making merchandise as it's about to go into. What did Yahushua do? Flipped over the tables and went to whipping your fucking asses. And it's going to be no different now. If we're quickly coming into Jacob's trouble, where all of these calamities that some of you don't even want to acknowledge are going to happen, you're going to be some of the first targets in those crosshairs. Keep going on.
And many shall follow their pernicious ways, by reason of whom the way of truth shall be evil spoken of.
And we can clearly see the way of truth being evil spoken of. Again, since they're the ones in the spotlight right now, Sakari, I don't give a damn what Mark had to say. Or we don't have to acknowledge the writings of the Apostle Paul. Here's one of the greatest forms of mental gymnastics I've ever heard. The Bible is not the way of the Most High, but the Bible is not the Word of God, but the Word of God is contained in the Bible. I want to get that word pernicious too real quick to see what that means.
And that's who they are, man. Remixes. You know, it's all about a dollar, man. You know, like you saying, they just part of the program with the feds. You know, bring all niggas in. So you know, you got Jake on their Instagram with guns and shit. You know,
That's another.
you know, bandanas and all this kind of shit. It's just all part of the plan of the feds, and them niggas right in on it. You know.
I remember HOI with the hashtag of the pull up boys. What's a pull up boy?
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. And then they did the video a while ago where they went to the gun range and were shooting with the full Hebrew regalia on. And one guy said, "Hey, you got to get your faith right and get your aim right." And we're here tapping into Esau's blessing. What does it say? He that liveth by the sword shall die by the sword. Esau's in a trick bag himself. His own blessing is going to be used to destroy himself, ultimately through those nuclear missiles. So what are you doing you're being lukewarm. You're trying to have one foot in the truth and one foot in the world. You're trying to be in the narrow path and the wide path at the same time. And that's just completely impossible. But I got this word pernicious. Read that verse one more time, Mike.
2 Peter 2 verse 2. And many shall follow their pernicious ways, by reason of whom the way of truth shall be evil spoken of.
And this is the definition, the dictionary definition for the word pernicious: having a harmful effect, especially in a gradual or subtle way, which is what we're seeing with these different camps. They're playing semantics and word games and having a harmful effect on these Israelites out here by subtly throwing things in there. Oh, the apostles at GMS are rapists. Oh, it's okay to again commit sodomy with your woman. Oh, there's no law saying you can't pop your woman on the Shabbat. Hey, there's no law against lying. Just gradually trying to erode the 144% true doctrine we got from our apostles, which came directly from Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. And these are some of the similar words for pernicious: harmful, damaging, damaging the image. You just giving Esau more ammunition to come against us, with Jake wearing all militant combat jack boots with fringes on. I just heard recently ISUPK did a joint little I guess a protest with the Black Panthers. Niggas already wear black and shades, so it's just gonna look like nothing different. Oh, that's what they're. I told you what them niggers was about. They got the fringes on, but they all wearing black, and they got the guns, talking about the pull-up boys. They probably got something to do with Boko Haram and Al Qaeda.
And the Bible's just a front. You know?
Bible's just a front for some militant movement, and you can constantly see how they're trying to link us to the Nation of Islam. Yeah, Nick Cannon in one sentence talking about Israel, and then in other sentence giving praises to the great Louis Farrakhan. Injurious, hurtful, detrimental, destructive, unhealthy, bad, evil, wicked, noxious, ruinous. So clearly nothing good. Oh, poisonous. A little leaven leaveneth the whole lump. That shit, they ain't even putting a little leaven in there. They starting with the leaven first, so you can have a whole leaven lump. Keep going on.
Verse 3. And through covetousness shall they with vain words make merchandise of you, whom judgment now of a long time lingereth not, and their damnation slumbereth not.
And through covetousness shall they with vain words make merchandise of you, selling hoodies. Which don't if you make tinctures, you deal with the herbs and make gold and silver, and you sell stuff like that. Or hey, you may have a clothing line to just make some disposable income on the side. There's nothing wrong with that. But with a lot of these guys, that's the main thing first. It's the money first, and then the truth. They're prophets, spelled profit. They're those kind of prophets, making the Lord's house a den of thieves, charging $500 for the Passovers, making it this whole razzle dazzle thing, etc., etc. The scriptures have you wicked jakes, you false teachers and prophets down to a T. It has your whole psychological makeup broken down. And the true men of the Lord are gonna shine that light on you cockroaches, you vermin. And hey, we're exposing you with the words of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai first, and then just like Esau, he's gonna finish you off when he comes with the brightness of his coming. Hey, everybody's Billy Badass until somebody sticks a gun to their head, so to speak. That's what Yahushua is coming to be, the ultimate Billy Badass. Every idle word shall be held in account in that day. And we already know a lot of y'all, when the going gets tough, y'all gonna throw y'all's congregations under the bus. So hey, to the sincere Akim and Akwath out there, it would behoove you to not be trying to listen to a little bit here and there and think, oh, all Israel's got to come together and all that stuff. It's just, no, can two and two walk together unless they be agreed? There's only one true doctrine, and that's coming chiefly through GMS and the other brothers like Men of Valor and whoever else out there that's teaching the same doctrine that we're teaching from our apostle elders, which again came directly from Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai. And with each passing day, it's getting clear and clear to see, because everything our apostle elders on down have been saying to us is coming to pass, and everything you guys have been saying is not coming to pass, and you're constantly having to remix things and keep getting caught up in your words. And again, eventually that judgment is going to come, and as it says in 2nd Ezra chapter 9, it's going to be that death by pain. I know you've been holding one eye.
And just to add to the brother, those false teachers is needed for the gospel, man. All right, the Lord set them up in the gospel that he may purge rebels out, man. That he may take particular men and get them out of the faith, man. That they may follow and believe lies, man. All right, that they can fall into that strong delusion of believing a lie. And these men come with what? The Bible first to these men. But with what? Agendas, man. All right, and the agendas that they have is pretty much predicated, like you said, the Lord don't want everybody coming to this, man. All right, it's on the contrary part of that, brother. Those false teachers are needed. And matter of fact, the Lord set them up. I'm gonna read it. This is Ezekiel 14:9. It says, and if the prophet, I'm gonna start at 7. For every one of the house of Israel, or of the stranger that sojourned in Israel, which separated himself from me, which meaning they're separating themselves from the Lord, and set it up his idols in his heart, and put it the stumbling block of iniquity before his face, and cometh to a prophet to inquire of him concerning me. I, the Lord, Yahweh, that's in all caps, will answer him by myself, and I will set my face against that man, and I will make him a sign and a proverb, and I will cut him off from the midst of my people, and ye shall know that I am Yahweh. And if the prophet be deceived when he has spoken a thing, I, the Lord, that's in all caps, meaning that's Yahweh, have deceived that prophet.
Give me the first.
All right, so when you find a deceitful man, the Lord said, I deceived him.
22.
I wanted him to come and get X amount of men out, all right? Because the Lord wasn't calling these men, though yet they will come in the ministry. Just because you in the ministry don't mean you're of the ministry. That's why we pray as the whole free elect, man. All right? We don't stand around like, oh, we Billy Badass. No, we are only doing the ministry because the Spirit of the Lord is allowing us to do it the right way. Tomorrow we can be doing it wrong, man. All right? We can be as those those deceitful prophets that we see, man. All right? It says, and I would stretch out my hand upon him and would destroy him from the midst of the people. Because what about Demas? You remember when Demas, Paul saluted Demas, greet you with a kiss. And Luke, I believe, and then you double back down to Timothy, he said, Demas have forsaken me and gone back into the world. All right? Luke, there was somebody who was working with Paul to cast in the elect, man. He said, Demas have forsaken me and currently have went back into the world, into Thessalonica, man.
And there are two other guys that did it too. Like somebody, the blacksmith or something.
Yeah,
Alexander.
and we got to get that, man. It's Alexander and whatchamacallit. I forget his name.
But what did he say? I let them be given over unto Satan.
Yeah, give them over to Satan. Again, these men are the twofold children of hell. I did a video on that probably about 8 months ago, the twofold children of hell, meaning you brought a man in who potentially really had a heart towards the Lord. But if the Lord's heart is not towards you, it's nothing you could do. You're going to come in and the Lord going to allow a deceitful prophet for you to cleave to him and learn from him and be misled, man. That's what you gotta understand, man. It's a balance about this thing. So to let you know, it's not of ourselves, it's of the Lord. All right, we can't save ourselves. The Lord gotta save us and keep us on the right path.
And I haven't found the precepts yet, but it was Hymenaeus and
Hymenaeus
Alexander.
and Alexander, yeah.
Smith.
Yeah.
Mhm. And also, just to back you up, that 1 Kings chapter 2, 1 Kings 22, with King Ahab of the northern kingdom and King Jehoshaphat of the southern kingdom. What happened? They went to all the prophets, and I believe, I can't remember which prophet it was, but the prophet told him, "Hey, you're gonna get put to death." And he didn't want to hear it. He didn't want to hear it. So he went to all the other prophets and said, if you go out to battle against the Syrians, you're going to make it. But then when you read the chapter, it says that, hey, the Most High was having that council in the heavens
Evil spirits.
with the angels on the right hand and the angels on the left hand. And they were all given, they're all given, what's that word I'm looking for? They're given examples of things to do to King Ahab to deceive him, and that one angel came up and said, "Hey, I will put a lion spirit in all these prophets to deceive King Ahab to go to this battle to think he's going to win," and he ended up getting killed. As the brother is bringing out, these false prophets, ultimately everything is set up by Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai. I create the good and the evil, light and darkness, and like we were talking about a little bit earlier. Ultimately, these false prophets are set up to be a snare unto the 2/3 and take them out, take out the dross.
They necessary. Didn't David say that their table be made a snare until what? Till they be consumed. All right, and that's what the Lord do. Listen, if the Lord don't have you in this number, it's nothing you can do. It's nothing we can do. All right, all we can do is continue to teach and preach and keep the law, statutes, and commandments, rehearse them to the best of our knowledge, and pray to the Lord He save us, man. That's all we could do. Because again, a lot of men is given unto this. This 2 Timothy 3, I'm gonna start at 2. For men shall be lovers of their own self, covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, which the living parents, and of course the spiritual parents.
They're being disobedient to the apostle elders again with Sakari, and we can clearly see that they're proud. It's all about that image. They're saying, "Oh, the men of GMS are hating on us because we're riding Bentleys or whatever, and they're hating on us because we're making Benzes. They're hating on us because we riding Benzes and we popping bottles and making rap." You can clearly see it's all about an image. You've got General Yohana building himself up to be the next God sent comforter. Oh, it's all about the Commander General Yohana. Keep going up.
Yeah, you just to say real quick, I think that's a car. That's a car. Light skinned guy with the long guy.
Yeah, Elazar.
Yeah, Elazar. He on a video. You know, he was promoting his rap video. Remember his album. He throwing up all kind of gang signs. Yes. I don't know how it go. I'm just kind of trying to mimic him or whatever. No, like, what are you doing? Like, men, again, we are eyewitnesses to the scriptures, the angels, everything is being recorded. It's eyewitnesses to everything. The angels recording it. Then you doing it before men on the camera. All right, you disobedient, you careless, you disrespectful, because you got to think about it. People are actually following this man in sincerity. And again,
pernicious ways, the subtlety, harming the people and throwing out these little false jabs here and there.
Yeah, to show that he, and there's signs again that shows you the teacher you are amongst. You're gonna see signs, all right. But again, you so delusional to where you like, hey, that's a man of the Lord. You're gonna just continue to follow, man. And that's the way the Lord got your mind set up, because He's controlling the minds.
And if I could say, you were saying in the rap video they were throwing up the signs. Yeah. In that video for the ISU PK Passover, you had them wearing headbands, which it looked like they had some kind of ram head on. Yeah. And they were looked like they were throwing up signs too.
Yeah. What is you in a video for? As it's going around a Passover, they showing they snakeskin boots and Jake like this
popping fireworks.
It's like it's not really the Most High, man. When we cut the camera on this business, bro, it ain't about us. It's about the ministry, and it's about first and foremost Yahweh Shai. That's why we get down to business. We ain't playing around, putting the camera all on us, lifting ourselves up, making ourselves to be somebody. No, man. It's strictly business. Go ahead with what you got, bro.
This is back to what you were saying, Kyle. It's Malachi 3, verse 18. Then shall ye return and discern between the righteous and the wicked,
Yep.
between him that serveth the Most High and him that serveth him not.
And it's on full display, man. You can see it. You can see it. But again, these people still cleaving to these people, man. Some say they crept in unawares, which they believe they snuck in. Because remember, a man's mind is his mind. So if he like, I'm going to get in, I got this, I got this agenda, I have this, he's going to carry it out. And the Lord will allow him to come in the truth, plan himself, right? And think he's prospering. Getting many views, have on 24K subscribers, and have him all the way, all the way in there. Shalom, man. Look at my views. Look at, have him all the way in. All right, only for his what? His own demise, man. All right.
Hey, you've gotten your consolation on this side.
Yeah, it says unthankful, unholy, without natural affection, truce breakers, false accusers, which.
Hey, from what I heard with Deacon Destruction, he did one video where he took something Apostle Tahar said completely out of context.
Yeah.
Something to do with if you pop a woman, you can't salute a brother or be around him or something. He took it out of context and then made a whole video about what you talking about, Tahar.
Yeah.
And when you go and listen to the whole video, everything completely makes sense.
Yeah.
Doing some low down untruthful shit.
Yeah. Incontinent, fierce, despisers of those that are good. And again, this thing is good. All right. The Lord see in Micah 6:8, he say, oh dog, what is that is good? The thing that is good is to show mercy, be just before the Lord, right? And do the work. Just put your head down and do the work, man. It says traitors, heady, this them all day, high-minded, lovers of pleasure more than lovers of God, man.
Easy to see. Lovers of pleasures more than lovers of the Most High. Having these, just go watch that ISUPK Passover video. That's people that are lovers of pleasure more than lovers of the Most High.
Yeah.
Because we're coming in on the Passover. What is it? A solemn assembly. Like our forefathers, they had to eat in haste because they were in a time of trouble, just like we're in a time of trouble. But they're popping fireworks, listening to rap music, got women, adulterous, silly women on the videos, giving double honors to the generals, even though they probably got husbands that they didn't even talk, giving honors to other men.
Exactly.
Or they probably got husbands, they promoting shit, doing signs, just complete madness.
Yeah, the Lord not there, man. At the end of the day, all right, the Lord is not present. Like the Lord is not in the midst of folly and foolishness, man. All right, he's not there. They can try to conjure the spirit up, whatever. The best way, look as Hebrew, as Hebrew as the Hebrews could look. It don't matter. You could dress it up. You could fine dress that thing, man. All right, that's just a facade to the lack of you breaking down skill. You ever saw them breaking the precepts down? They'll tell a brother to read. Soon as the brother to read, that's right. No, because GMS. But no, break the precepts down, man. All right? They gonna fuss and argue, and brother gonna every 2 words. Brother gonna say that's right.
Yeah.
That's right. You don't see us. Listen, nobody don't gotta do it the way we do it. I'm just saying. You don't see us doing that. Brothers breaking the precept down, getting precept upon precept, line upon line. Here a little, mixing a secular history with it. You ain't listen. At the end of the day, it's the spirit of the Lord working that, man. All right. I got a little more. It says having a form of godliness, but denying the power thereof. From such turn away.
Having a form of godliness. We got the fringes. We got the head wraps.
Yes.
We got the Passovers.
Having the image. Denying
Mark, denying Paul. Ultimately, Sakari might as well say we deny Yahushua with the path they're going down. Clearly, denying Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua. Denying the New Testament. You're going down that path. It's just a matter of time when you actually come out and let that vile shit come out of your mouth. Go down to the silly women.
Yeah, I was there when you mentioned it. I just ain't stop and let you know I had been setting up. It says, for of this sort are they which crept into houses and led captive silly women, led with sins, led away with diverse lusts.
And hey, that ISUPK Passover video is the gift that keeps on giving. Plenty of examples just by that little couple of minute clip. We saw 2 examples of silly women in there, led away by diverse lusts. Again, whether they could have, we don't know whether they had men or not, but you got to assume that they have men being at the Passover, giving double honors to other men. And like our elders said, one of the main problems with One West is that they had women around, and when you get men and women around each other, especially when there's a rank and order to things, women are naturally going to gravitate towards men with a higher rank and a status. So that's just going to cultivate adultery. And as the apostles were saying back then, during One West, you had a lot of STDs getting passed around, and these different groups that allow women around the congregation, it's only going to go down the same path.
Yeah, and again, what you see through these men when you put the cameras on them, if you visualizing things through a spiritual lens, right? Through a spiritual lens and actually looking at these men, because remember, men's eyes are the windows to their soul. First and foremost, they got on dark ass shades. All right, show your eyes. Like, what you doing? Like, I mean, Jake just gone, but a lot of these men are men pleasers. Again, a lot of men is just in the truth following men. At the end of the day, when the Lord single you out and put you on trial for your reason, and look, do you know what's going on? Hey, you've been here this long. Do you know that? Because the Spirit gonna seek you out. All right, it's gonna be like, man, you just been hanging around. You part of something. All right, you don't want to be a part of the truth. You want to be in the truth, man. All right, you want to be in here, adding to the body, man. And when you called upon, you able to answer the Lord for the. It says, let every man answer, be ready to give an answer for what he believe in, man. All right, you can't be standing around when a man puts you on blast. The side note for what you know in the truth, and you can't answer nothing. All right, you're men pleasing, man. You gotta please the Lord. We ought to obey God rather than men. We are led of men who are led of the Spirit of the Lord, who is led of what? Yahushua, man. All right, we're not saying you don't follow men, but you have to understand individually. You have to make sure you serving the Lord, man. Go ahead, bro.
You got your precepts right.
Okay.
Come on, you got it.
All right. It's Jeremiah 5:26. For among my people are found wicked men.
Let's go.
They lay wait.
Yep.
As he that setteth snares,
Catch me.
they set a trap. They catch men.
Hey, point blank, period.
Our people.
For
Keep going.
For among my people are found wicked men,
Our people.
Sakari, ISUPK, GOCC, IUIC, and lay wait as he that setteth snares. Hey, these pernicious, subtle ways they have, trying to trap people away and take them. Their main objective is to take as many people away from GMS as possible. Which, I mean, the sincere brothers and sisters that are meant to make it are not going to be taken.
Yeah, they ain't gonna be taken. The Lord won't allow it.
But they just like to put up that GMS is the worst thing going. Listen to us. We know the right way. When they're steadily leading you down the path of destruction.
Yeah, they never mention nothing about when they say the gripe about GMS. They never mention nothing about the doctrine. You notice that?
Just men.
It's never an argument like, well, them niggas going off. Them niggas don't know what they talking about. It's like they don't mention this. It's a bunch of feelings and emotions being thrown around. Cause them niggas doing like that, and man, what we doing? All right, show us where we going off on a doctrine. All right, and the things that matter. We ain't dealing with feelings and emotions. The Lord don't deal with that. All right, we dealing with truth. All right, what's the truth? They never come at GMS about the doctrine. All right, it's only about he say, she say. Really, Jake just typical messy nigga women.
Yeah.
All right, when you really think about it,
yeah.
gossiping ass, going back and forth. When do we get on them? When it's concerning the doctrine, when they breaking the doctrine down wrong. Other than that, we don't. That the shit y'all doing, bro. Keep doing it, man. Keep up the bad work. All right, because judgment coming. All right, so again, where and what the doctrine going off, man. Jake won't fuss and argue like the nigga woman, man. All right, go ahead, Doc.
You got that? Just you can read verse 3 to verse 4.
There's Jude 1 verse 3. Beloved, when I gave all diligence to write unto you of all common salvation,
of the common salvation,
of the common salvation, it was needful for me to write unto you and exhort you that ye should earnestly contend for the faith which was once delivered unto the saints.
Earnestly contend for the faith which was once delivered unto the saints. And that's what you see GMS strictly doing. Hey, our videos, we don't do slam or hit pieces or anything like that. The only time you'll see brothers getting on these other camps is when you clearly say something off or you try to slander. That's when we do videos on you. But besides that, hey, we just keep it 144, doing videos on prophecy, on lessons of teaching how to maneuver in society and stuff like that. Being blameless sheep before Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. But as for you other niggas out here, verse 4.
For there are certain men crept in unawares, who were before a old ordained to this condemnation.
Who were before of old ordained to this condemnation, as you were bringing out earlier. From the beginning, they were ordained to this lot that they're in, being a false teacher to lead many astray, and ultimately get put to death, along with this 2/3 dross that's followed after them.
Hey, if you could receive it, they're actually doing a good job.
Hey, they're doing a perfect
job.
They're doing a perfect, just like
they
Esau.
will.
They're doing a perfect
They
job.
do. They will. Like they're doing a perfect job. Right? They're doing a perfect job. They keeping the ones that the Lord didn't want, the percentage, the 2/3 of our people. Abaratazah, we don't fall in the category, or we're not in it. All right. They keeping them a bay, keeping them in that section so they can meet destruction that is coming. And again, the scriptures speak about a Sirach. That won't be long in coming. It won't be long. All right. It won't be long. It's coming. All right. Judgment is coming. Read make sure y'all read 13 and that. 12.
13 and 12.
Verse 12.
Yeah,
12. Yep.
Ungodly men turning the grace of our power into lasciviousness and denying the only Lord power and our Lord Yahushua Mashiach.
When you look up that word, that lasciviousness, inordinate sexual lust, being proud, being carnal minded out here, given into the cares and the pleasures and the affairs of this world, which throughout this camp we've been given plenty of examples showing that these jakes out here are completely carnal, no spirituality at all. It's becoming more easy to see with each passing day who's actually growing and becoming more spiritual, and who's growing into gross darkness and becoming darker and carnal, like brute beasts, as it says in here, and as I said back in that 2 Peter's. Let me jump to that verse 12.
Yeah, verse 12.
Hey, wait, read verse 10.
Verse 10.
No, read verse 8.
Read the whole chapter. I'm just here. Yeah, Jude going. It's about the crept in other wells. These are they that came in. Meaning what? They got in the body. And then again, if the Lord don't want you in the body, there's no way for you to creep in.
7.
So technically, if you perceive that correctly, they didn't creep in. But that's the words that was put down as if because they thought they was getting in unseen, unaware. No, the angels saw you. So it's not the Lord's eyes 10,000 times brighter than the sun. How you think he gonna let you creep in amongst his righteous prophetic teachers who he have set up, and you just got on side them and that was it, man?
Hey,
that ain't even logical.
Hey, the parable of the wheats and the tares.
Yeah.
They're growing together.
Growing together
for now. And we go into those tares being Edomites, but you jakes out, you wicked jakes out here, spiritual tares. Hey, you see us out here preaching. You see them out there preaching. We're all contending for the faith in our own ways, so to speak, growing together until the judgment comes. But then the Most High is going to take the wheat and put it into his barn for salvation, being saved from the calamities of Jacob's trouble and ultimately getting beamed up on the chariots. But what's it say for you tares? Gather them up and burn them in the fire.
Yeah, too. And it says the Most High knows all your intentions and all your thoughts.
He gave them to you.
Yeah,
right.
put the thoughts.
right.
He sealeth instruction. Job 33.
Yeah.
When you're asleep at night, farting in the bed, got drool coming out of your mouth. The Most High's like, you're gonna be a wicked nigga.
Yeah.
You're gonna talk about popping on the Shabbat. You're gonna do all this wicked stuff. You wake up the next day and do it to fulfill the will of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai.
Lacing your mind out.
And you slide and think you tricking the brothers. You tricking the truth. Tricking Yahweh Hashem Shai, like the brother said. Hey, he gave you that spirit to do that, man. So you fuck from the beginning. He got you coming and going, Jake. So you just playing your part in this movie. Ultimately to be burned up and destroyed. You know, if that's what he had planned for you, you know.
Because hey, we always say this. You do have. There's a good chance there are elect amongst these different.
Well, they are.
Mhm.
There's a good
Yeah.
chance they are.
Mhm.
I mean, they have to be.
Right.
According to the scriptures.
Con.
Mhm.
Hey,
Mhm.
they're elect amongst these false teachers, and we can see the Most High bringing all their filth up to the light. Hey, to wake them up. There is
Yeah.
a time
Yeah.
for everything to finish being
Mhm.
set and sealed, and as everything our apostle elders on down to us have been saying in accords to prophecy begin to come to pass more and more, they're going to see these are the men.
Yeah.
These are the men, and they're going to cleave unto them and leave those dens of devils, those harlot. They become harlot house. They got the 501c3 like these churches say are a goddamn harlot house.
Yeah, when you stand on righteousness, there's no way to remain on wickedness. Like, there's no way to actually be if you're not rooted. If you're not rooted on it, because hey, they got men who secretly calling the apostles, man. You know, from these other camps, you have heard that from the elders and apostles saying men are calling us like, man, you know, that's the truth or whatnot. You know, they didn't give out names or didn't say anything, but you got men amongst these ungodly congregations actually trying to, you know, come around or listen, man, y'all do have the truth.
Secret disciples.
Secret disciples, man. So again, men who see the wickedness, you gonna leave, man. All right, if you're a part of the elect, you're gonna have to be joined into the house of the elect. You're gonna have to leave.
You are ordained from old to leave.
You can't. Yeah. You know?
Keep
Hey,
going.
I'm gonna say something because I'm just coming back from doing the video with this brother. That's funny. Where we left off as where we picked up it, man. That's the spirit, man. If you up to the elect, man, you're gonna leave them wicked congregations, man. All right, you're not gonna indulge yourself in this. When you see something going wrong, you're supposed to say something. Or matter of fact, you're supposed to put in action to get the hell out of that, man. You just don't sit there and watch the ship go down, man. You're supposed to jump off the fucking boat, man.
Clean the violin while the ship goes down.
Yeah, man. That's the spirit, though.
Jump to verse 7.
Hey, because hell with it. I bring it out again. I just going to we went to the Nicolaitans, man. Which that was a church that the Lord hated, man. A bunch of degenerate niggas, man. All right, because you had the 7 churches which represent the 7 candlesticks. Then you had it's another one I can't even think of the name right now. It started with an O, but you had the Nicolaitans, man. And the Lord made it plain as day in Revelations 2 that He hated that church, man. And the brother gonna go in. It's heavy, man. Going exactly what y'all saying. Nicolations are nigolations, man.
That's
That's what a lot of you niggas are, huh?
No, I had that for you real quick. Because you say if you see something, Jake should say
bring
something.
it out real fast, and the brother gonna get it.
This Leviticus 5:1. And if a soul sin and hear the voice of swearing and is a witness, whether he has seen or known of it, if he do not utter it, then he shall bear his iniquity.
That's right, man.
You got to wet it, man. You have to wet. Again, and they see men in these congregations, these ungodly congregations. You think they don't see them doing shit? Again, they just, I don't know what to do. You know, you don't need to be, if you're in a betwixt when you see wickedness, then you wicked. Because, I mean, you got to call the wickedness out. Like,
Hey, in
Man,
Revelations, no, my bad. Romans, the 1st chapter, going down to the 26th verse, the Lord says, them people that say, I don't have nothing to do with that. The Lord, he counts you with them same deeds, man. Because He read all the deeds that he's against, and then at the last verse he said, and those that
have pleasure in them,
man.
Yeah.
You just like them because you ain't saying the goddamn thing. Nor is you removing yourself from the situation.
what you permit, you promote.
Got it if you want.
Yeah, bring it out real fast.
This is Romans 1:32. Who, knowing the judgment of the Most High, who, knowing the judgment of the Most High, that they which commit such things are worthy of death, not only do the same, but have pleasure in them that do them.
You know, get beat with many stripes. He said, a servant that knoweth his Lord's will, all right, he gonna get beat with many stripes.
That's right.
And they know the will.
Now watch this, man. These are those cats, man. And like I said, we was over there doing some whole stuff. It's on the spirit is on you niggas, man. This brother made some very edifying points in the video he made called Hell Children, man. And then I'm dealing with the pre-production of it. You niggas throwing up gang signs. You niggas talking about smoking weed. You talking about getting women. You talking about being here in America for long periods of time. It's crazy, man. And like I said, that would inspire me to do the video this morning. I'm up at 4 a.m. I watched the brother video. I said, "Oh no, that's them Nicolations, man. That's them niggas." Now read it, bro.
Okay. Just Revelation chapter 2, verse 6. But this thou hast, that thou hatest the deeds of the Nicolations, which I also hate. It's in red letters. How should I hate these niggas, man? He hates the deeds of their whole church.
Now he about to go into the church because this is from the Smith's Bible Dictionary. He's about to go into the Nicolations, man. Which the brother gonna get into destruction of the people or the people of destruction, man. That's what them niggas are, man. Go ahead.
People of destruction, Nicolations, a sect mentioned in Revelation 2 and 6, whose deeds were strongly condemned. They may have been identical with those who held the doctrine of Balaam.
The devil, man.
Hey, that one Jake in the ISUPK Passover video, that headband looked like it had a ram, like a demonic ram head on in spikes.
Yeah, man.
That's why I say, in Revelation 2, that's why I say that they have not known the depths of Satan. They don't know the depths of it going into it, but you got it.
Yeah, that's a good point. Because if Jake knew he was worshiping Satan, he would be like, "Whoa, this."
Yeah, Balaam, this ain't right.
Yeah, but some niggas, they don't
care, bro.
They don't care.
Hey, in Ezekiel, when the Most High took him and let him look through the wall of the temple, you had women weeping for Tammuz and Israelite men giving honors and worship and sacrifices to these false gods, to doing sun worship. And it's no different today. Hey, you see what you see on the camera. What, like we always say, the real work is when the camera's off. If you could see the real dark deeds of these Nicolations out here, you throw up and vomit.
And some of these niggas are wicked on camera. So imagine
how much more.
If you're throwing up gang signs on camera, what are you doing when the camera cuts off, man?
They popping trannies up.
Yeah, man.
With the fringes on.
With the fringes on.
General Hunter already told you, man. He all about the back door, man.
Right?
Yeah, he a peanut butter chaser. He ain't a dream chaser like Meek said. He a peanut butter chaser, man.
That's right.
You can see they got
man.
you can see they got a lascivious appetite by how obese and out of weight, out of shape they are, and greasy.
Like,
you look at them
all
niggas.
on fat, bro. Like bad,
Fat,
bro.
got lint all on their garment, lint all in their beard.
Bro, I caught that. Like them brothers wasn't even here. I told you. I said, y'all took a long look at them. Like they all fat.
Look at that video.
Bad built. I'm like,
look at that video he put up.
I watched that.
They look like a bunch of Q dogs, man.
And they got
bunch of niggas that they look like a bunch of Q dogs, a bunch of guys that fraternize and
It
eat
look like a
chicken wings.
fraternity. It don't look like a church.
and they all got a highly effeminate ass spirit on it, a big mama spirit. The one guy who was talking, it wasn't the Cragamuffin juice, but it was a juice for something else. And he's like smacking his lips, like I told y'all before, like just being a whole sissy on the camera,
man.
a whole fat black bitch.
That black woman spirit.
Yeah.
Big mama. Like that Jake had that big mama spirit on him.
That Medea, that big ass Medea spirit.
Like the Rock told John Cena, looking like a transgender Wonder Woman with those armbands on.
It says they seem to have held that it was lawful to eat things sacrificed unto idols and to commit fornication, in opposition to the decree of the church rendered in Acts 15 and 20, the actual church. It says the teachers of the church branded them with a name which expressed their true character. The men who did and taught such things were followers of Balaam.
Keep going. There's some more eating that thing.
It says they, like the false prophet of Pethor, united brave words with evil deeds. That's them, man. They unite brave words with evil deeds. They talk a big game. They talk about what they're gonna do, what their congregation is doing, not what the Most High is doing, not what Yahushua is doing, what their leader's gonna do. It says united brave words with evil deeds.
Hey, when General Yohana went with the brothers up north, they came in their spot and they're like, this is General Yohana's territory.
Yeah, man. Make this thing out, make the truth out of some gang shit, man.
Yeah, set tripping.
Yeah.
Like all of this belongs to Esau right now. All right, Job 9 and 24. This earth was given to Esau. You don't own this block. We don't own that block. Jake is just in the.
You don't even own your own goddamn children.
Yeah, you don't own you don't own yourself.
Exactly.
We don't own ourselves, man.
That's who Jake served. General Yohana. Then they had the nerve to say, "Oh, them niggas just following their elders and apostles. Like they say something like that. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
They
Follow
say,
him, though.
I was like, man, all you niggas say, yeah, because Commander General Rihanna got us out here. Commander General.
IUIC too.
Yeah, if you're
Y'all worship
coach,
Nate.
Yeah.
Y'all made a video. Y'all made a video
y'all lead 'em.
with Nate looking like Moses, man. Y'all niggas crazy as hell, man.
Wasn't that the Passover video where he was in the video and he was splitting the Red Sea?
Yeah, man.
They can go, man.
Hey, got some more. Let some more come out. Let some more.
It says, in a time of persecution, when the eating or not eating of things sacrificed to idols was more than ever a crucial test of faithfulness, they persuaded men more than ever that was a thing indifferent. So we're in a time of great separation. Spiritually, you know, it tells you in Malachi that the priest is supposed to discern between the clean and unclean, to put a difference between the profane and the holy.
I better read that.
Oh, that's the spirit.
He brought that
That's
out.
the spirit.
When I was speaking on something, he got that from me.
That's the spirit. So basically, we're in a time of separation. You know, the Lord said, "Be ye holy," and Jake don't want to be holy. They want to take the world and mix it with the truth, just like the Nicolaitans. It says, mingling themselves. Oh, it's lucky. There's more. It says they persuaded men more than ever that was a thing indifferent. This was bad enough, but there was yet a worse evil. Mingling themselves in the orgies of idolatrous feasts, they brought the impurities of those feasts into the meetings of the church, the true church.
Rap, hip hop, gang activity, man.
Black consciousness.
Black consciousness, man. That's what you niggas want to bring into the truth, man. You know, making Hebrews and Hellcats, man. This nigga made a song. That shit was hot trash, man. Hot burning trash in the summertime.
That's right.
You know?
trash.
Gehenna.
Yeah, man.
Like Commander General Gehenna. Hey, we brought this out at the beginning of the video, but just to back that up, the purpose of the book of Jude. Jude wrote this book to the church because the church was going through a time of great apostasy, and there was no shortage of doctrinal and moral error inside the church, while there were other false churches robbing from the doctrine of the apostles, but mixing it with error, having false teachings within them.
That's exactly what's going on today. Word for word, that's what's going on.
Yeah.
You have the actual men of the Lord, the apostles, the great millstone, the true elders, having the true doctrine of Yahushua, and then you have these people that take bits and pieces. Oh, I like how GMS break that down. I like how they go into that word, and they just mix it with madness, man.
Yeah.
Man,
In other words, they all back in the lot reincarnated.
Hey,
yeah. The church of Nicolaitans is back.
Right.
Ancient Sakari is back.
Sakari,
and like we just brought out in that Jude, men ordained from old.
Right.
Yeah, wicked. Because you had an office, the Sadducees and the Pharisees. All right, there was an office of them. Now you had righteous Pharisees and Sadducees. You had a righteous second them, and you had the wicked second them too. A lot of times the Lord wasn't even talking about the wicked. He was talking about the righteous Pharisees. A lot of times, man.
Paul, Nicodemus, from righteous.
Yeah. So them same guys are back. Like IUIC, they're like wicked Pharisees and Sadducees. They're all about the law, you know, screaming the law and shit.
The scripture even says they broaden their borders on their garments.
Yeah.
Who does that?
Yeah, you seen it? It look like Power Rangers and shit.
Yeah.
You know, big leather garments and shit, man.
Yeah.
They look the part.
I ain't gonna lie, Ellis all looked like somebody that was a Pharisee.
Yeah, man. Of course. Not like I said. I knew that cat back then. He always been the same way. He wanted to be the man. He wanted to, you know, do his own thing. He actually wanted to be Apostle Tahar, man. They want to be the man.
I remember this was before I even started coming around these brothers. When I was still, you know, learning, building stuff up. I saw a video he did where he was doing like a hit piece on the apostles, and it was a picture of him, but he photoshopped Apostle Tahar's face over his face, his body, that dirty head wrap, but Apostle Tahar's face over his face.
That's madness.
They want to be the man, but don't know what it means to be the man. Yeah. It's because you the guy on the bottom. It's a heavy crown just to be over Israel, man. All right, to be the head of a camp. That's a heavy fucking crown, bro. And as you see, that's what them cats over there doing. They just want to seem a certain way, man.
They want to lord over brothers.
Yeah.
It says, and all this was done, it must be remembered, not simply as an indulgence of appetite, but as part of a system supported by a doctrine.
You heard that? Read that again, huh?
Gone. And all this was done, it must be remembered, not simply as an indulgence of appetite, but as part of a system supported by a doctrine.
These cats got a system set up to reel you in, because when his brother going to, all they want is heads over there. That's why, how is it in GMS, each brother in the camp does videos. The head of the camp does videos. The head of the camp does videos with his camp. These guys got all these millions and thousands of guys, but you don't see none of them but the head guys, man. It's all you see, the head guys doing videos. They just want numbers. They want to seem big. Because Jake, I bring it out time and time again. You know, let's go back to what Apostle Tahar said a long time ago. You niggas are all about that package gift. The more shiny it is, the more glitter, and the more the big bow is, it's all you about. You about the looks. That's why you cats, like the scripture says, you're more worried about the outside of your cup than the actual inside. The cleaning of the inside of your body, you know, the view, man. You want to look the part, look like Israelite, the biggest beads, the biggest armbands on, but you inwardly, man, you just a corpse, man. You just a defiled nigga.
Dead man's bones.
Dead man's bones, man. It's not gonna profit you. You gotta first, like the scripture, you gotta first clean the inside of the cup, that the outside also may be look. I'm roughly paraphrasing.
I got it right here.
Bring it out.
And it's in red letters too. This is Matthew chapter 23. I'm gonna start at 25. Woe unto you, scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites! For ye make clean the outside of the cup and of the platter, but within they are full of extortion and excess.
Yeah, that's these cats, man. Go ahead.
Thou blind Pharisee, cleanse first that which is within the cup and platter, that the outside of them may be clean also.
Yeah. That cup and that platter goes into you. You gotta clean yourself inwardly first, man. Your deeds, your the way you act, your behavior. You can't be carnal. All right, you can't come in with that old man, that old spirit. You gotta clean first yourself, and then everything else is gonna follow, man. Because like this brother made a good point about when this goes off, when that camera turns off black. What are you doing? What are you doing? Are you still entangled in the world? When your partner over there blazing up, he's reaching to you. Are you still taking it? Popping pills, committing adultery,
Eating pulled pork sandwiches.
yeah.
You mind if I go down to 32? Like, yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
Kind of. Woe unto you, scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites! For ye are like unto the whited sepulchres, which indeed appear beautiful outward, but are within full of dead men's bones and of all uncleanness. Hey, and we know some of you camps out there got some bodies hidden around somewhere. Literally. Even so, ye also outwardly appear righteous unto men, but within ye are full of hypocrites and iniquity. Woe unto you, scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites, because ye build the tombs of the prophets and garnish the sepulchres of the righteous, and say, if we had been in the days of our fathers, we would not have been partakers with them in the blood of the prophets. All these spirits are back here today, the righteous prophets and the wicked prophets. And we can clearly see that the majority of the righteous prophets are in GMS, and what are they doing? We read from the book of Paul, we read from the Gospels, we read from Jeremiah, but when it comes to GMS, hey, we make hit videos, and really, if y'all could kill us, y'all would, as it's about to say.
We just teach the word, man, simply and plain, bro.
No gimmicks.
No gimmicks.
Make it plain upon the tables.
No clout chasing, man. You know, we just do the work. That's all. That's what you. Your daily bread. That's all. Like scripture. It's a scripture. It says about your daily bread, about food and raiment. We just do the work and get our daily bread, and that's it, man. We don't try to do all this super duper shit.
As it says, godliness with contentment is great gain.
Yeah, we content with it. We ain't trying to climb up the Fortune 500 ladder. We're not trying to sit with these defiled ass rap niggas, the whack 100s of the world. All right, we're not trying to be in company with those niggas. Those niggas are defiled. those niggas sit on a nigga lap,
Con.
right? Those guys are controlled, which a lot of you Israelite camps are controlled. The Rosicrucians didn't visit you, right? The Jesuits didn't visit you niggas and gave you briefcases, man, of money. That's why you niggas jet set every goddamn way. You live one way prior to 2 years ago, then you look at him today. Jake living a whole different lifestyle, man. Same thing when I first came in. The big guy back then was the comforter, man. That guy went from living. I literally watched the guy when I'm coming in do certain things one way. Then by the end when he went into hiding, this guy was jumping out of Lambos and shit, having action figures and 2 tour buses. And when he made a music video, rap video, you see the camera beat rolls down to the tire of the car, and you just see a shoe get out. And smoke come from under the goddamn car, man.
Clean.
Yeah, and they made merchandise of you niggas, man. Yeah, that's what's going on. You gotta watch these niggas that always mixing the Hebrew Israelites with rap music, man. You gotta watch them niggas, man. You gotta watch them type of niggas, man. That's all you see. You gotta see them niggas all in the goddamn kitchen in somebody's house, hooping and hollering and making. I mean, just that shit shitty, man. That shit shitty, man. You know, they got that rap music shitty as fuck, bro.
Israelite trap music.
Yeah, man, that shit shitty, bro.
Shit, Sakari rap music.
Yeah, man.
It's a money grab. I got that for y'all.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's 1 Peter 5:2. It says, "Feed the flock of our power, which is among you, taking the oversight thereof, not by constraint, but willingly, not for filthy lucre, but of a ready mind, neither as being lords over our power's heritage, but being examples to the flock." Yeah, leaders, right?
They're being lords, trying to be lords over the power, over the Most High's heritage.
For money's sake.
Mm-hmm.
Man, we ain't gonna need money in the kingdom, man.
This is gonna be the gun.
We talking money.
We gonna be the money.
We gonna be the money.
What your boy said on Coming to America? He's got his own money. No, he's got his own money. That's gonna be us in the kingdom, man. If you believe that, you know.
Right.
Jake don't believe that, man.
Jake believes in getting the bag on this side,
Yeah.
Get the boots on this side.
but I'm gonna finish this out real quick.
Just a little bit
Then
more.
okay.
Let me finish that out. He got a little bit more and we'll be done with it. Back with the Nicolaitans though, man.
Okay.
It says, "It confirms the view which has been taken of their character to find that stress is laid in the first instance on the deeds of the Nicolaitans. To hate those deeds is a sign of life in a church that otherwise is weak and faithless." So you gotta hate the deeds of the Nicolaitans, man.
Yeah.
Yahweh Shai said he hates their deeds, man. In red letters. You got it.
Hey, and to prove that the Lord hate the deeds of any of those churches, read the letters of Paul.
Yeah.
When he was writing to Ephesus, did not Paul come in the spirit of Yahweh Shai?
Yeah.
So Yahweh Shai coming in the spirit of our Lord.
Yeah.
So it's a domino effect. Why you think Paul was writing to Ephesus and Colossians and Galatians?
It said he sees not day and night, warning y'all with tears.
With tears.
He was
Paul
crying
was
just
in
with-
prison for most of those, he wrote. But the point was, why was Paul writing those letters? Because these churches was going to fuck off, man. You see? Because they was having issues, internal arguments and fights, wars amongst you and James, right? All this was going on. Adulterers, all these spirits that they doing, partying. You thinking them niggas rapping now, they wasn't rapping then? Them niggas was doing niggas hymns and niggas psalms and spirituals.
No
They
damn
was
thing under
doing
the
that
sun.
shit then.
Hey, in Corinthians it says, "I hear even some of you do such dirty works as sleeping with his father's wife."
Yeah, fathers, wives, all these was going on in the churches. That's why you got to get into knowing what was going on. Paul, these epistles, and I actually got a lesson set up for the epistles, the writings. What these epistles was being written for and why. All right, and who, and again, where they was going to? The churches. All right, what are they? The church, supposedly, right? They come off to be a church of the Lord, teaching it. Like you say, there's no godliness in there, man. You ain't the brother always said it. That's a holy house.
Yeah.
What you call a house? It's a word you always see.
What's that?
For the Harley houses.
Uh-huh.
No, nah. You call it something, the church or something. It's a word you always use. Fuck, man.
It's a word I always use for the church.
Yeah, church. For the church. Oh, man. Damn, it escaped me. Go ahead. When it come to me, I get it.
Sitting God, Satan.
Nah. Is a word you always go into, man. We was talking about on the phone.
Charlatan,
man.
Yeah.
These niggas are charlatans, man.
Which is a con man.
But what are they doing?
Salesman.
Bro, they're selling right now. They're selling the 12 tribes of Judah breakdown for $59, man.
Garments. Garments for hundreds of dollars.
I'm serious.
It's ridiculous, bro.
Serious. All right, the 12 tribe breakdown, they're selling it for 79 or 59. It's one of the nines. Bro, what are y'all doing?
That's evil, man.
Come on, bro.
Making merchandise.
Freely ye have received, freely give. What you doing? Comment. All right, making merchandise of the scriptures. Gain. That's why he said, if you on the couch and you don't have no job, come on the truth. What is it on the video?
You don't have a woman, you don't have a job.
Hey, you sound like your boy from the what the commercial was? The college nigga,
The college,
Oh,
college.
yeah.
What his name?
You always say the commercial.
Education connection.
Yeah, what you doing? He ain't doing that.
What you doing? Come on out.
That's how he sound like that nigga, man.
Working, you know, they got the bad green screen. You're at a Church's Chicken.
Yeah.
You take the
Yeah.
glasses off, and it's like, what do you? I was working my life at Church's Chicken in a dead end job. My woman was cheating on me. I have ED, but then I went to college, and now I'm good.
Yeah.
What do you do? He sounded like that.
Yeah,
Didn't they have Romeo on one of them?
Yeah, he
Okay.
on one of those colleges, man.
Yeah, cool. Look at that dude, bro.
Y'all remember Education Connection
Oh,
with
man.
that bitch singing?
Yeah, man. That's them. That niggas is.
You don't got no girl, you don't got no job.
Come back.
Come
What
get
is
it.
a snake oil salesman, man? Fucking car salesman. That's all. A lot of them camps, they just car salesmen, man.
Niggas campaigning too.
Yes, indeed.
You know they're gonna get what they looking for with that campaigning.
Yeah, the Lord gonna kill you niggas, man.
Inside joke, man.
You know?
bros.
You got all them. Hey, man, this brother
Campaign.
saying you gotta pay attention to them cats that got always doing the rap music. Then they got women around. Ain't nothing but wickedness going on,
That's
man.
wicked.
A lot of them fucking women, you ain't nothing more than succubus, man.
That's it.
You ain't nothing but a bunch of goddamn succubus ass women, man.
And we were talking about that on your other side, like what our
Give me
elder said.
succubus. They said something about seducing men. That's an
demon.
actual fucking demon. But it's the demons on you women that seduce these niggas, man. You know? Come on, baby, I love you. Wrap them legs around you, then you out of the fucking truth, man. You somewhere being a goddamn family man now. Got a goddamn chef hat on, taking a goddamn cake out of the goddamn oven, man.
Celebrating Valentine's
With
Day
your shoes leaning in.
Yeah.
on a phone.
Yeah. That's a lot of them guys, man. Them dudes, man. No, it's
I got the definition. I'm just looking at that succubus knee on her
It's
knees
a
with
woman.
the mouth open.
Yeah, like, a lot of these women are nothing more than succubus, man. I need a hard. It's a hard one about. You might have to go into the bikini. What is?
Botanica.
Yeah, the Britannica definition or something like that. That could be a woman too, man. That seduce men.
And we could see that them women that were on that ISU PK Passover video, they had that succubus look in their eye, just straight demon. Hey, that way which men go in and die, as it says in Proverbs, I think 7, where it's like the way that they stay on the corners of the streets and in the houses, enticing men to come into them, and their ways lead to the ways of death. Roughly paraphrasing.
A lot of them got that Conan girl look on them, man.
Like that one song say a man eater. That's what most of these bitches are.
Yeah.
You know, they come to destroy
Yeah, you better watch what the fuck you doing out here, man.
And the men and the women waxing worse. Real quick while you get it.
All right,
2
okay.
Timothy 3:13. But evil men and seducers shall wax worse and worse, deceiving and being deceived. So again, a woman can be a seducer. All right. When you look in the scriptures, the woman that tell you, hey, the man is going on a long journey, he got a bag of money, come on in, man.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And again, these men is leading other men to spiritual fornication, adultery. Like we always go into man, tell them, oh, you ain't good enough for this woman, this brother in this higher seat.
Lest
Go
we forget
and
that.
come on, man, leading captive silly women, man. Laden with sin in these whole houses. Women shouldn't be nowhere around the congregation, especially down here. A woman shouldn't be nowhere around nobody. Nobody. And what I mean by that is the mass majority of the camp that you seen, what a whole, all right, the whole camp is gone. All right, the mass majority
Down here
is what I'm talking
woman
about.
was the main issue.
The woman was the main issue. All right. So yeah, again, man, you do this work, you should be as Paul, like Paul said. If I was y'all, I wouldn't even deal. If I had a wife, I'd be as I didn't have none, man. That don't mean you don't gotta deal with a woman. Because again, he who have a wife, he cared for the things of the world. And all these niggas is worldly, man. Just look. They keeping up all the worldly shit, and what the women gonna do? The women flock to anything. If you around, you getting on the car, you got the spikes on your arm. Oh, girl, oh, you so bad.
Lord,
Girl, you
with
got
him.
spikes. Stupid,
Yeah, right.
women are silly.
Yeah,
They don't know anything.
Yeah.
Girl, you said spikes.
Yeah.
There ain't nobody in the world with the spikes. Because again, you
Mhm.
tell a woman something different, she'll cleave to you. Even if it's, not saying with the truth, just say something different from the norm or what they normally hear, and the woman will like you instantly, man. I know this personally from experience.
Mhm.
Oh, you ain't talking like nobody. Just don't talk about sex.
Mhm.
If you can talk about anything else, they're gonna bring it to sex. Why you not
Right.
talking about sex?
Hey, something wrong with
That's what they
Yeah.
gonna say.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
You didn't see my booty today? Like, nah, I ain't seen none of that.
Right.
Yeah, but that's neither here nor there.
Yeah.
The point is, the point is,
Good.
women follow anything.
Yeah.
All right, they're followers by nature. In their spirit, they follow. All right, but again, they're following wicked niggas. But these niggas is looking like they got power. And guess what? If your woman is out there and you of a lower seed in command, the niggas who in the higher command is gonna be like, go get me a drink. Then he gonna look right at your woman.
That's
You
it.
getting up, going get the drink and look at your woman.
Punking you in
And do
front of
some
your
shit
woman.
like that.
Yeah.
That's the cue. The woman, well, you know what, brother? We don't think that you good enough for this woman.
Mhm.
So we gonna give this woman to Deacon Dumbass right here. Deacon Dumbass the one.
We can see that for the deacon, this woman's spirit is what the deacon likes. We hope this isn't adultery, brother. We just hope you understand. Write her a bill of divorcement, and you're good. And don't forget that drink. Don't forget that drink.
Seducing. A great spirit of seducing. And the women is seducing. Because they around there with the lip gloss on. They got the what you call it shit with the
ain't
dress, the
dressing
big
right,
dress ain't out. Yeah, they ain't even
They ain't dressing
covered
right,
up.
man.
They're not even adorning themselves,
Modestly.
modestly, man. All right, they just coming in a place
Ain't humble at
all on camera,
Mhm.
and that's other men, women. We know. Come on, we know what's going on.
Mhm.
But they saying shalom, brother. All right, and then
Giving honors to the different generals.
They hosting the class and shit.
Oh,
You know,
yeah,
like that IUIC down here. They had whole women debating with men out there, man.
Yeah. Oh, today?
Oh, back in the day.
All right,
Back in the day, like
Yeah.
back in the day out here, they had the camp that was down here. They had a whole woman leading the camp with men. Hell,
And they just saying,
Yeah, that's all it's about.
and then she up there,
Yeah.
getting her ass chewed up by the brothers down here. Man. You know?
Madness.
Yeah, man, this shit is ridiculous, man.
Check out that succubus if you still want it.
Yeah, go ahead, run that succubus, man.
This is from the Wikipedia page. A succubus is a demon or supernatural entity in folklore in female form that appears in dreams to seduce men, usually through sexual activity. According to religious traditions, repeated sexual activity with a succubus, and listen closely, it doesn't have to just be in a dream. A lot of you men out here, like Apostle Bar always says, you think you got Sarah or Rebecca, you got Keisha and Taniqua, and your woman is a goddamn demon.
Yeah, succubus,
You
man.
better
That's
come to
good
terms
name.
with that.
I was calling you whole succubus, man. What's that? Oh, yeah, that's a nice name. It's a succubus.
Like Queen, that's a
Yeah,
nice name by Queen.
Oh, yeah.
Black
Queen.
She different.
Black succubus, man.
She different now.
Mhm.
It's funny y'all mention that because I was thinking
Peter.
about that earlier.
I was about to
These
say
women
something,
on
man.
Facebook.
Yeah,
A lot of them got demonic spirits.
Yeah. Yeah. When you deal
Yeah.
and succubus, it's a succubus and it's another one, the male version.
Incubus.
Incubus. That's that demon that give you them wet dreams, man.
The arouse.
Yeah,
The
you
arouse
think you
your-
think you popping something. That's succubus on your ass, man.
That
in
shit
your
feel
dream.
real as a motherfucker.
Yeah. Then it's succubus with an
demon-
actual woman.
It's a real, yeah.
Cause that succubus demon gets on a woman to seduce men.
Right,
You know? That's why you say you brothers gotta be careful when a woman come, hey, what's your they come aggressive, man, that's safe, man.
Yeah.
They all in your fucking DMs. He's putting a book in your DMs. Oh, cause I've been watching you and you've been wearing the latest Jordans. That's a demon, man. You supposed to type up back, bro, and leave that shit alone. And block that bitch, man. Bro.
Where can I come to learn personally from you?
Yeah. Oh no.
Akium,
No, for real.
Zaquan.
That's the worst kind of woman. A woman who think she knows she an Israelite. Boy, she gonna use the Bible against you.
to cut you up. Yeah.
Them 5-star. That's a 5-star demon.
For real.
5-star demon.
That's
Man.
the worst kind of woman to deal with, brother.
Shit. But hey,
Go ahead.
A lot of your brothers on a low level when it comes to these succubuses.
Yeah.
And listen to this next part. What it's about to say happens when you deal with the succubus in a dream, but we've seen it firsthand. Jake's go through these very same attributes when they deal with a physical, carnal succubus that they can see.
And I'm gonna tell you what a breeding ground for them succubus at. All at the fucking parades, succubuses running down that bitch. All in the club, all on the internet, whatever social media site, all on the dating sites. That's what succubus at, man. Ready to stick them fangs and claws, and on the fucking video games, man. All right, succubus on that bitch too.
Chat.
Yeah, on these chats and shit, man. Demon just get on that, and they got the bitch saying all the right shit to you too, man. She seen that picture on that motherfucking countertop with that head. She's flinging her hair back like that, looking at you and shit.
What hair?
Yeah, you know the fake hair.
Hey,
Take up the
She got the head wrap on with the ass on the countertop with fringes, a shirt with fringes.
Jake
Send me your toes, and she up there like this, and Jake up there.
Jake got
just getting more aroused and shit. Man.
Jake got
It's crazy, man.
Jake got one hand on the keyboard and the other.
Yeah, but
Jake's spirit literally getting heavy, man.
Yeah.
That's right.
that demon working on us some more, man.
Jake get hot.
Getting heavy, man.
Yeah, man.
Jake getting sweaty and
Yeah, man. This
Bro,
shit
especially-
ridiculous, man. And like I said, a lot of them come from the man. If you fuck with a chick from JLCC, man, you out your goddamn mind, man. You need counsel, man. And not just the counsel from you, bro. You need some head trauma counsel. You need some counsel, man. A lot of them other groups, them different women in them groups, man. You better run far and wide, man. You better check. Hey, you, how you know this? Oh, I gotta. She'll come up with some story. The next thing you know, she done dealt with several men throughout the shit, man. Once you hear that, you supposed to be done with it, man.
I used to be the high priest's wife, but he wrote me a bill of divorcement.
Kick rock, man.
Shalom.
I get to talking like Kodak Black. Bitch. Gotta go, bitch.
Yeah, right.
Gotta go. Nah, man. It's a demon. And like I said, that's what those other cats. It's a breeding ground of it, man. It's you look at them niggas over there, they just out their minds, man.
A den of sin.
Yeah.
But here's what it says: repeated sexual activity with the succubus, whether in your dreams or whether the one that's sitting next to you while you're watching the video right now. Repeated sexual activity with the succubus can cause poor physical or mental health.
We seen it, man.
Yeah, break
I
you down.
seen
We seen it, man.
It break you down.
Drain
Inside
your
out,
ass.
man. Inside out.
And you get the Bama knees. Jake get them Bama knees. With them hoes get the sucker. Hey, when your boy playing on the block. he that was succubus, man.
Yeah, succubus got him.
Yeah, we didn't seen it.
Done.
Read that again, brother. We didn't seen Jake, man.
Yeah,
Dang.
done, bro.
Okay.
Jake be done as
Yes,
motherfucker.
Dream, man. You watch him come to the camp.
Oh.
Jake just like this.
Jake spaced out.
It is fucking. I didn't want this. I didn't. You know, you up there. You at camp. You looking around, brother. He didn't went from. Hey, put the camera here. He didn't went from Genesis the second chapter. This flicking him. He weighed Hebrews now, man.
He just doing that. And I ain't never found the
Hey,
precept.
You see this shit?
Jake never found the precept, man.
Yeah, brother, you
on, bro. You
the succubus on him, man.
Yeah.
It's another one. It's another picture of succubus. It's another picture of a succubus with a dude and the bitch it's a woman on the nigga back, man. That's how that demon on your ass, man. And that bitch heavy too, boy.
Yeah, literally.
That bitch heavy, boy. You brothers gotta be careful out here, man. You know, just do your thing and go about your business, man. You know, that's for the brothers who don't have a woman and shit like that. They been with and shit like that. You know, even the ones you bet, you gotta watch them too, man. Jump on their ass, man. Go ahead.
Say no.
Yeah.
According to religious tradition, repeated sexual activity with the succubus can cause poor physical or mental health, even death.
Cause let's be real. How can you can't physically have sex with a spiritual? They're talking about an actual fucking woman, man.
Yeah.
And women have demons on them.
Yeah. That's why the scripture says some have already sided with Satan. I'm going after Satan, man. Satan on them goddamn women, man.
Yeah, Satan already. I'm gonna get that one for you.
You know, read that again. Bible shot. Read that again. It should bring. Yeah, a lot of you, man.
Hey,
they already
the spirit gone on to these women for some reason.
And we don't get on. Hey, man, we don't give a damn. We don't be even getting on women like this. Probably our second time out of 4 years getting on a woman, man.
Yeah, we don't.
There's nothing.
Energy. We don't give them no energy.
Yeah, them goddamn switch hitters. We don't even get on them because we already know the Lord gonna do you, man. What sense? Remember that last switch hitter come out there? Yeah.
That deep ass voice.
Hey, man, get the fuck out of here, man. We ain't worried about you, man. The spirit that elevated it past that shit, man. But hey, man, somebody needs to hear it though.
Yeah.
Somebody needs to hear it.
Yeah, I got it.
According to religious traditions, repeated sexual activity with the succubus can cause poor physical or mental health, even death.
Even death, man.
And that's how she. Shit. Put that on.
Yeah, this the scripture tell you, man. This is a spiritual battle, man. This ain't about flesh and blood, but principalities, man. You know.
And that's how she goes on her knees with her mouth open.
Yeah, man.
And then she eat it and wipe it out mouth. It says as if she didn't do nothing. This 1 Timothy 5:14.
Yeah, I seen a video this morning where a chick said, "Oh, all women cheat." All right, all women cheat. Even the ones that are faithful. She just love you so much not to tell you.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I wish y'all told us that. He said, "I have found none, but I found a man that's righteous," and that's all you need to know. Like on this side, because again, your fate is in the kingdom of heaven. They all be faithful. You know what I'm saying?
When you're aware of it,
yeah.
When you're aware of what you're dealing with, the scripture say, marvel not. We don't marvel
when they trespass against you. Yeah,
we
don't marvel at it. Yeah.
Right now, my woman could be doing. I mean, God knows.
We all here. They all might be fucking.
What time you get back?
What
time you leave?
Consider.
Yeah.
Sad that he gonna be going with the fellas. He loved the Lord.
Yeah.
What the fuck is Satan and demon, man?
Come on through.
I'm coming too. 1 Timothy 5:12. Having damnation because they have cast off their first faith. And withal they learn to be idle, wandering about from house to house, and not only idle, but tattlers, and also busybodies, speaking things which they ought not. I would therefore that the younger women marry, bear children, guard the house, give none occasion to the adversary to speak reproachfully. For some are already turned aside after Satan.
Yeah. So these women are going like that's why you gotta look at it too, man. You gotta govern yourself, understanding what you're dealing with in the spiritual, man. Yeah, I'm dealing with a physical woman. Her name's Gina. She this, she that. But at any time Satan can get on her, man.
Privy to her.
Yeah, to bring her to put her against you, man. Then let's look at the other spectrum. There's also the woman she just there. She just there to please you in every which manner that you like, man. You just do your thing. You don't do nothing extra out of that, man. You start going extra into other shit. That's when Satan is there. Hello, I'm not. He ready to jump in there because you're going out of the realm of what you're supposed to be doing. And I done seen guys over the years. They know the truth. They know the order. They know what. Because like I said, a brother ain't in your business. But when you start going outside of you start going outside of knowing what you're supposed to do, Satan is there, man. He there.
They tell you in the scriptures, which is in great writings, in Apocrypha, the Bible, it tells you that Eve was first deceived,
right?
Then Adam.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now you should know that the woman is privy to Satan. Pretty much Satan got him at his will. They don't do the truth.
She the weaker vessel.
She the weaker vessel. So Satan got his hand on at any time he buck up against you, piss you off, do things. But we understand again, we know it's a spirit working within that woman. We know that she's controlled by Satan or whatever, man. We get it. So they don't get bent up, man.
All type of deities and demons and shit. And then, like in the book of Nature Has No Color Line, she's a woman. So when you look at the word woman, she's without faith. She don't have no faith.
Without faith, yeah.
She don't have no faith, man.
Hey, it says wisdom was not understanding, and wisdom was not imparted unto her.
Yep.
The Lord ain't deal with her. The Lord didn't deal with her concerning wisdom and knowledge, which
nobody call them umbrellas, right?
Wisdom is
it goes back to a French woman that was over there in France.
Wisdom is a head.
She would meet with her Johns, and her Johns would get finished with her. They're super soaker in her face, and so it don't go in her eyes. Them eyelashes will say that ejaculation going in her eyes. So that's why a lot of them, you see them big motherfuckers, they be like that. They be, where you at? They be big motherfuckers, man. Them shit heavy. Them umbrellas, man.
Hey,
man, could I tell you about Marvin out of the woman's face and her eyelids and shit like that?
Yeah, sure, Hardy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hard ass woman, you can tell from her attire and shit.
Okay. This Sirach 26:9. The whoredom of a woman may be known in her haughty looks and eyelids. That's plain, man. When you got the Halloween bad eyelashes, that's a whore, man.
That's why I say
no secret.
Don't look up on a woman for her beauty or her attractions, because it's gonna get you. Again, that's why the Lord gave a man wisdom. Because again, the Lord was dealing with the man. He was good with Adam. All right, Adam, he's like, I'm good with you. But again, the Lord gave Adam as wisdom for what? A defense. If she don't have wisdom, she's liable to do anything. That's every last one of our women. And will do it. According to what? Her lust. All they do get that box thumping. All right, that box start thumping, she gonna start making bad decisions, man. Go ahead, man.
It's the truth.
She start making some poor ass decisions, bro. Because she not hedged by nothing. It says in the Apocrypha that her without a hedge, the woman without the hedge, let me get it.
That's why in the ancient world, the woman was the property of her father. Then she got married.
She had a hedge.
She was the property of her husband.
Yeah.
She always had that man over
as
a head. Yeah.
As a hedge. Yeah.
Even a lot of you women,
you got it.
You like to bring up Deborah, but Deborah had a hedge on her. She got advice from her man.
28.
She went on here doing her own thing, man.
No, it's 36.
You know?
I got it. This is Rock 36 and 25. 24. He that getteth a wife beginneth a possession, a help like unto himself and a pillar of rest. Where no hedge is, there the possession is spoiled. All right. So in other words, again, meaning when you spoiled, that means you're doing anything that has been done. I mean, you basically got to do anything that you're a prisoner of. Like whatever got you spoiled, you're gonna go do it. That's why a lot of these women got sugar daddies. All right. And they say, oh, them sugar daddy, I don't be letting them do nothing. Man, that man gave you $10,000, man. You gonna have to eat that thing up, man. Stop playing games, man. That man ain't gonna want keep letting you tap it and juggle. No, you gonna, man. You want this money today? You gonna have to do something.
I'm gonna say that
That's
too.
facts.
That's why a lot of you women getting your asses robbed out here.
Robbed,
Man.
too.
'Cause they ain't no hedge.
Ain't
You
no
out here,
hedge,
you
no.
out here wide open like shit sweet.
Hey, a
Yeah.
lot of these chicks with that sugar daddy arrangement are getting killed too. A lot of these Eves.
Oh yeah.
That's like every other week now. It's a
Yeah.
new story. An
Yeah.
Instagram model seeking arrangements. They just getting put down, man.
And the Lord will let these women see that, and they still a go.
Because
That's
she had
when you
no
got no
wisdom has
wisdom.
not been the part of them.
Yeah.
Hey, Apostle Gabar made a beautiful point. This is the
You
mind.
got it. Yeah, the ostrich, yeah.
Think about this with the mind of a woman. This is somebody who will shave off their eyebrows just to tattoo fake eyebrows on.
Yeah,
This is somebody who will wear a short dress and walk around and keep having to pull it
Pull it
down
down.
because it's so short. That's the mind of a woman.
Yeah. Like you say, they cut all her hair off.
yeah,
But
be
then go
bald
buy
head.
some.
They go buy a hair hat.
Yeah, you know.
Something wrong with that.
That's That's bugness.
Totally gone.
Somebody give me-
Proverbs 7.
Yeah, Proverbs 7. Shit. You can, man. This,
Yeah, it's a lot.
well,
We started.
for now, we'll start at verse 4 and read down to verse 23.
Proverbs 7,
19 precepts.
chapter 4.
And this precept has a double meaning. On the one hand, this strange woman could go into these different philosophies. Hey, going back to what we were originally talking about, hey, these other camps, even though they say they're Israel and preach certain things similar to what the apostles preach, hey, it's a strange woman because they're telling you to do many wayward things out here, wicked things like the Nicolaitans. Now, on the other hand, and be referred to as a literal physical woman. And like we've been going into, a lot of these women got that succubus spirit out here that when you repeatedly keep dealing with them, and you're mentally and physically weak, and it's eventually going to lead unto your death. You taking that of the truth over a woman, you're finished.
Yeah. A lot of these, like I said, even right now.
Cheeks falling on.
What's going on?
Could be or could just be a plane.
Well,
Oh, that might be a plane.
Yeah.
you know they got all that bullshit going on, so they flying all this Mardi Gras bullshit flying around. So like I say, you know, that's what they probably.
Shit, they might be dropping that
Graphene oxide.
They might be dropping it on the people at the fucking parades, man.
Hey, give me something,
Bro,
mister.
Why
They
not?
gonna give you something.
Yeah.
Why not?
That's why we ain't the hell down there, man.
Variant.
You know, a
Shit,
lot of
they,
you guys, you supposed to be serving the Lord. You out there catching bees now, man. You know better.
with your baby on your shoulders.
Yeah.
The spirit of
Talking
bondage.
about, hey, I used to be in the truth. Yeah, fucking man.
Hey,
That guy,
you
man.
remember me? You remember me? I fell out.
Fell out of the truth.
Man, the Most High is gonna kill you. Like I told you then, and I'm telling you again now. The Most High is gonna run you through the goddamn ringer
Yeah, he gonna make you a fruit roll up. Go ahead, you ready?
with no flavor.
It's Proverbs chapter 7, starting at verse 4. But say unto wisdom, thou art my sister, and call understanding thy kinswoman.
Hey, referring to the woman, referring to wisdom as a woman, and like I said, this has a double-fold meaning. The strange woman can be an actual strange woman, a harlot, a succubus, or it can be a false wayward doctrine. But regardless, calling wisdom thy woman and thy kinswoman, having this knowledge, having this wisdom, dealing with Sophia, keep you from both of them strange women, keep you having fidelity towards Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai.
A strange woman is a deep ditch. A deep
Okay.
ditch, literally.
I'm holding it.
It's you know,
Hey, bring it out real quick.
Come.
Proverbs 23 and 27. For a whore, oh, you got it.
You got it. Nah, you good.
For a whore is a deep ditch.
A what?
For a whore is a deep ditch.
That's wisdom or an actual woman. All right.
And what did David call this place? The valley of the shadow of death. And a valley is a low-lying land.
And then this place, the whore.
Whore.
It's
the
the
whore.
whore.
The harlot, the great harlot.
Yeah, we showed the philosophies, man. You can't get around that.
And these women are found after the philosophy, so they're little Babylonian
Little
whores,
whores.
little
They
whores,
little whores,
like little Debbie's.
like you're saying, we see many brothers up here fall into that deep ditch
which is a trap.
and still ain't out of it. You know? Yeah.
What it said, Ecclesiastes 7, that they hands is as bands, they are snares and traps, man.
Mhm.
That's what a woman is.
Playing games all the
Meaning
goddamn
what?
time.
Cause you get in basically, if you get in handcuffs, whoever cuff you, you at their mercy. All right, so that's the woman whole goal is to get the man in handcuffs. spiritual, physical, whatever she could do. That's why Jake, you shouldn't be goddamn letting your woman handcuff you in the bed, man.
That's right.
What the fuck are you doing, Jake?
Especially on your back, she gonna.
Oh
Yeah, let's get exotic. Now listen, the bed is undefiled. I get it.
Right.
All right, but come on, Jake, bro.
I did that.
She gonna put you in them fucking handcuffs and tickle your twine, man.
Yeah.
We don't know what they doing, bro. The women bogged out, bro.
They out there.
Bro,
Jake like that though.
but
Done it.
this what I'm saying.
Jake got his legs in the air like a
Yeah,
toddler.
he do.
He's
Jake is
bugged
in the
out, man.
bedroom letting these hoes handcuff him, man.
Making Jake
No,
moan.
little handcuffs, man.
Making Jake moan. Playing with that.
Jake moaning and shit. Listen, bro, you ain't no man of the Lord doing this shit, man. I'm gonna cut it.
If you get the handcuffed, you ain't.
You ain't no man of the
That's
Lord.
right.
Nah,
if
if
you
you
moaning,
handcuffing her,
yeah,
yo, all right now. All right.
we're working with something.
We working with something.
But if you handcuffed and she making you moan,
Yeah.
you ain't made it
Oh,
alone.
What we doing?
If she got your heels by your ears, you ain't made it alone.
If you get apprehended in any type of way by the woman, you're gonna have to start to consider some things. You have to question, you have to pray to the Lord, like, is I'm a man of the, like, because at the end of the day, wisdom, all right, wisdom is what we have over them. So if you in this truth, bro, and you don't know how to wisdomly run circles around a woman, you're gonna have to go reevaluate some things, man. All right. Now we men and we in relationships. And we got feelings. We love you, whatever, right? But things get by, whatever you.
But we know
you
who our
have
first
differences,
wife is.
But we understand, like, listen. At the end of the day, that woman conquers all, which is wisdom, man. You already got the answers, Jake. What the fuck are you searching for, Jake? Well, I'm going around. Say, brother, what you think? Man, you know what we think. The scripture said already.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be saying, brother, what you think about nothing. Now I understand you got idea. I'm talking about in situations where it ain't you. The logic in it ain't yet. The scriptures explain it.
Clearly.
So what do you, brother? We think about a family, brother. Man, what are you talking about?
Man,
Ukraine is in Russia. What are you talking about a family? You clearly not. You're not in.
Tune to what's going on.
And listen, a baby is a child is a gift. We get it, but understand there's a gift who recompense it. It's not a good payback on it right now.
all things are lawful, but not all things are
Expedient.
expedient.
That's right.
We in a time of war. And
Yeah,
are
so-
you bringing
Yeah.
your family out on the battlefield and having babies out on the battlefield, not having any
Yeah.
pockets on the battlefield?
Yeah, if you asking what about a family right now, and you don't have a family, the Lord gonna take you out the truth, man. I'm serious. If you're asking your other brothers, hey brother, what you think about a family and how everything going, the Lord gonna take you out the truth.
You're gonna give you a family.
He gonna give you a family, and then you go be with your family. That's facts.
It's just that simple.
It's simple.
This
Go ahead.
is the back of what you just said, though. This- It's Ecclesiastes 7:26, and I find more bitter than death the woman.
Wait, don't run past that. It says bitter than that. That means he's living, but it's bitter. What's bitter than that? What breaks you down more than especially, a fellow servant in the Lord or some, a near and dear a father or something like that die? It's nothing bitter than that. That's why he put that in the scriptures, man. I find more bitter than death. Name something that's bitter than that. Any of you brothers on the side, what gets more bitter than that? It don't. That's why he put it in there. He said, I find more bitter than death the woman. He said, I'd rather dwell in a house with a lion than to dwell in a house. A lion at that time when he was talking about, bro, like battling a lion, like I could die. The lion could devour me. I would rather battle that
quick though,
than to battle a woman, bro. I live with a woman.
In Proverbs, it also says, I'd rather dwell in the corner of a house by
Than a
myself
brawling woman.
than a whole house with a brawling woman. And in Sirach, it also says, like a quarrelsome woman makes a man to sigh and makes his knees weak.
Make his knees weak. And what Jake got on feeble knees and feeble hands,
And
man.
sighing.
Sighing, moaning. All right, Jake, listen. When you take a woman over this truth, you have literally gave the ghost up, man.
Yep.
Dude, brother, see, you're going to be like this when it's time to read the precept.
Right.
You're going to be cool, bro. Ghostless.
Yeah.
Brother, read the precept.
Yeah.
God damn.
Yeah, right.
And then soon as you say what you want, and everybody look at you, you going back to ghost line.
Gone.
You
Damn.
gone, man.
We seen it.
We
Yeah.
seen it.
I seen it.
I seen
We
it.
seen
God.
it.
Like a 27-inch Zenith.
Yeah, right.
You got it out.
But yeah, it says, and I find more bitter than death the woman
Yeah.
whose heart is snares and nets,
They mind
which are traps,
traps.
and her
Mind
hands
games. Hey, shit tests as they call them.
Con. And her hands as bands. But this is the point right here. It
Hands
says,
bands.
it says
Bands is manacles, man. They manacles. They lock. That mean lock you down. Shackles, man. Go ahead.
whoso pleaseth Yahweh shall escape from her.
How you please the Lord? Doing the work, man. See, we know how to get around the women, man. And if you, again, man, if you don't listen, you don't, man, just go ahead, man.
Hey,
That's-
to back that up, he who
I'm doing
pleaseth
some shit,
Yahweh escapeth her. Back in that Proverbs 7:4, saying to wisdom,
Yeah.
thou art my sister,
Yep.
and call understanding thy kinswoman.
Yeah.
This truth should be your first love. And again, hey, brothers got women, and you love your women.
Yeah, we get it.
but when the rubber hits the road, it's Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai first, no matter what the outcome is.
The decision made.
And if hey, in a lot of cases, the Most High taking that woman from you is Him not taking your crown from you, allowing you to keep that crown on your head.
Hey, it says in Sirach that blessed is he whose mind heart has not condemned them, man. Because again, if your heart condemned to serving the Lord, you're done, man. I mean, condemnation, it brings you out the spirit. All right, it don't add to you in the spirit, don't multiply the spirit, man. All it do is decrease, man. So you condemned in your heart, which that's what the woman do. The woman wants your mind. A woman only want to get you to where she want to get you. Once she got you there, you no more good to her.
Shine what's your-
But yeah,
You've been
but
conquered.
this what a woman will do. Like you say, I always tell my young bull, if you deal with a woman and she never get to where she trying to get you to, she'll run after that her whole life. She wouldn't care about you. She only care about I won't get him to where I can. And if she never get you, she'll try her whole life. You see? Meaning what? She been spent her whole life right there, like ain't with no fucking well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
trying to break you.
Still trying to break you.
Right.
You see?
Mhm.
Go ahead, Art.
Con. You finish up.
You
them
you
ones
finished
got,
what you had right now?
and then
Right,
we'll go back to that Proverbs 7.
Yeah. Well, how we get on women, bro? What the fuck?
And that's the spirit.
Yeah.
Succubus.
Hey, it's again with that Proverbs 7. That strange woman can go into a physical woman, or these false doctrines out here, which a lot of these other camps are pushing out there. That strange woman leading literal silly women and men in a womanly state leading silly men, silly she-he's, as they say in gangs of New York, silly she-he's away by their own lusts and all that shit.
That's up on top again. It's Proverbs 23:27. For a whore is a deep ditch, and a strange woman is a narrow pit. She also lieth in wait as for prey, and increaseth the transgressors among men.
Increaseth the trend. Hey, you falling.
She multiply confusion on it.
God, all kind of wild shit.
Y'all just described my ex-wife and all that.
And everybody else.
Everybody.
Right.
What
The
he
one
thought
guy just bought out a wicked woman.
In a brawling house,
No, the other one he just bought out before that.
snares and traps.
Yeah,
Oh,
I sent that to her, and it's been hell ever since.
And that, it gets.
Yeah.
Guess what? Call her like Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah. That happened to you
Right.
because that needed to happen to you
Yeah.
because they don't respect the scriptures. They don't understand. They don't know nothing. You see, or we would be not right teaching saying, "Man, we feel bad for that brother." No, all that did was expose who she was, man. So at the end of the day, if they don't want to, submit, which again, submitting is a spirit in this world. It's like they sellouts. They mama, they grandma. Everybody gonna tell them, "Girl, don't submit to that man."
Yeah, we good.
What you doing?
Right.
Yeah,
You, like
you
a
can't.
traitor.
You can't listen.
Your dad didn't raise
This
you like
like this is like when you give them the scriptures, it's like giving them some type of
Poison.
poison or something. Oh no, man! You ain't supposed to be on this side, bro. Just listen. Don't be
Deal
trying
with
to
them
teach a
accordingly.
woman, bro. Like it, you got your household set up. I don't tell no man how to run their house, but literally trying to feed and teach them the scriptures, that shit gonna get regurgitated right back in your face, and you're gonna see what the business
Don't
is.
be a lion in your own house.
That's it.
I wasn't trying to teach. I was sending it to her.
You're trying to cut her, huh?
The cutter. But again, they already cut.
Right.
It's hard to make somebody bleed who bleeding already.
And they already dead.
They already dead. That's like beating a dead horse, man. So it was useless.
Right.
All that did was inflame and
Hey,
kindle the flame up.
I was looking at you before you said that comment. I could see you had you had a flashback. You had a flashback moment. You were like, you're stuck in time.
She got to my daughter and my son. I haven't seen them in almost 6 months.
Well, that's a trial.
You know?
That's a
trial.
trial. That's a trial for the Lord.
And then my daughter had a baby right after Christmas. I ain't see the baby yet. You know. So.
Yeah, well, you know that's a good thing, because again, the Lord.
Are you out here on the block?
Are
you out here on the block?
You serving the Lord?
Out here on the block. That's the condition of the battle.
That's the condition of the
And
battle.
as Yahushua told Peter in Matthew 19, started 28, Peter was asking, we have forsaken everything. What shall we receive? And he said, and those that follow me in the regeneration shall sit on 12 thrones, judging the 12 tribes of Israel. And those that have forsaken mother, father, daughter, son, wife, lands, and all that shall receive 100-fold.
100-fold.
So Abaratazad, hey, the sincere Akim here and on the camera, make it everything that you were denied on this side, you're going to receive 100-fold. You're going to have dominion, as it says in I think Psalms 110. Hey, in the day of thy power, thy people shall be willing. There's going to come a time where everybody's going to get in fucking order for the men of the Lord. The brother Amawan Gabar had a dream where he said he was in a house and like he prayed to Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, because they're like people that were like zombies trying to break in. And when they broke in, it was just a bunch of women to fill his living room. And he said they were all in order, but one Eve came in talking shit. He said, like the Flash, he like teleported towards her, grabbed her in the head, came back and put her head through the wall.
That's gonna happen, man. Right? Examples are gonna be made real soon, man. You're not gonna be reading the Bible forever. You're not gonna be out here condemning Babylon. There's gonna come a point where this place is gonna fall, and the men that stood so stiffly for the name of the Lord, they're gonna be exalted. That's gonna happen.
Yeah, the Lord got to, again, to that brother, the Lord got to strengthen you where you weak at. Obviously, the Lord knew something going on in your mind now, to where it can, pull and tug at you concerning the truth. So guess what the Lord gonna do? The Lord gonna make you go through that shit where you weak at. Ain't no going around nothing with the Lord. You're gonna have to strengthen up. The Lord require that we gird our loins up and deal with what's ever coming. So if something is tugging at you, then the Lord know, well, look, you need to get tighter or stronger here. So I'm gonna send you through the thing you need to get stronger with. The Lord ain't messing with you where you strong at. He gonna deal with you where you weak at. Like, that's what you gotta get up. You gotta gird that loin up,
And it says in Sirach too, a wicked woman is reserved for a wicked man.
Yeah.
As we just read, hey, those that please Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai shall escape her.
Yeah.
You finish out what you had in there, unless you want to drop.
That's the man that
Okay.
on the park. What time the park closed for, bro?
Like 9 or 10 or something.
You saw that on the clock on the thing, or you just estimating that?
No,
That's what the Edomite told us that pulled up in the truck.
Man, you believe it?
Shit.
Hey,
Never trust that
I don't trust Edom, man.
Yeah, I think we had reread verse 4 and then keep it.
It's back in Proverbs 7, verse 4. Say unto wisdom, thou art my sister, and call understanding thy kinswoman, that they may keep thee from the strange woman, from the stranger which flattereth with her words.
Again, a physical woman, a succubus sent to you, flattering you, taking you off your watchtower and bringing you into the world, adding those many transgressions to her, creating those many transgressions to you to the point to where first you're physically and mentally weak from repeatedly dealing with her, and then death.
Yeah.
And also that spiritual strange woman, not standing firm in Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shine, letting these wayward doctrines make you physically and mentally weak. And then what? You added the truth, and the same result, death. Both of these roads with that physical and spiritual strange woman both lead to the same outcome.
Eating honey buns and fried chicken all day, man.
God damn.
It says, for at the window of my house I looked through my casement and beheld among the simple ones.
Among the simple ones. How long how's it go?
How long you simping ones when you
You-
love simplicity?
Will you
man?
love simplicity and not listen unto the words? Hey, yeah.
And that's why the scriptures tell you to, not the scriptures, but you could just take this little small philosophy. You gotta love with strategy, man. All right, you gotta understand what's going on, man. You gotta love with strategy, man. That's what we do, because it give you strategy to strategize and give you a defense, man. All right, you generalizing the situation, which is general is a strategist, man. All right, a gin. You gotta be a big gin, man. Go ahead, huh?
And not the Seagrams.
Yeah, not single gin. You know, general. Yeah. Go ahead.
I discerned among the youths a young man void of understanding.
Void of understanding, not making wisdom, not making Sophia, not making the words of Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai, his first love, his first wife.
Passing through the street near her corner, and he went the way to her house. In the twilight, in the evening, in the black and dark night.
Or was it what Paul say? Be children of the light.
Yeah, we're children of the day.
Children of, not of the night.
God.
That gross darkness, being mentally and spiritually dark, in perpetual darkness.
Yeah, how shall I say we're the light of the world? It says, verse 10, and behold, there met him a woman with the attire of an harlot and subtle of heart. She is loud and stubborn. Her feet abide not in her house.
And who is loud and stubborn and make it the twinkling with their feet and their outstretched neck?
Yeah, read Isaiah 3 if you need edification on that.
EVE.
Yeah, kind. Now is she without, now in the streets, and lieth in wait at every corner. So she caught him and kissed him, and with an impudent face said unto him, I have peace offerings with me. This day have I paid my vows.
Keep going.
Therefore came I forth to meet thee diligently to seek thy face, and I have found thee.
Hey, just real quick, like we were talking about earlier, hey, them sisters commenting in your videos. Oh, Shalom Zakwan, Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai, call Halayim Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. I've got peace offerings.
Man, you know, to balance it out, you do have those sincere sisters too.
Yeah, kind.
You know, you have those sincere, but for the bulk of them out there, you know, we know what's up, man. All right, we know what's up.
Yeah, there's the balance to it. There are sincere sisters out there that are gonna make it, but the majority of these women out here are wicked and not gonna make it. And hey, those peace offerings and those vows can go to women in the world too. So coming with them sweet words. Oh, I like the way you look. I like the way them glasses fog on your eyes. I like
I like your beard. You know. I have decked my bed with coverings of tapestry, with carved works, with fine linen of Egypt.
With fine linen of Egypt. And we're in spiritual Egypt right now. Coming after them little whores of Babylon, coming out with that same spirit and philosophy of Egypt to trap you and pull you in, as it's about to go into.
Succubus. I have perfumed my bed with myrrh, aloes, and cinnamon.
And what did John the Revelator say when he saw that harlot? If he was taken by it, he was, and the angel had to tell him, look, you knock him out of that illusion that he was in.
Yeah.
And again, the double fold going into these strange women spiritually and these physical women. They both have if you're not built up and haven't made Sophia and wisdom thy kinswoman, hey, they can eat. And as you always say, this world is strong.
The world's strong.
It's very strong.
Woman in the world.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hey,
And
there it is. You know, hey, whatever the world doing, she want to do it times two.
yeah.
And you caught in the middle of that shit looking, you know?
Yeah, don't be seduced by that perfume. And again, we use a spiritual analogy. Jake get the perfume and the lip gloss, and it's seducing Jake, man. All right, they got the the curly hair.
She got a soft back of her neck.
Yeah, back of her neck. She got the good smelling lotion on. Jake just in the bed, just nose wide open, man. Man, you see wait till that thing get in bed, man.
You see her walking, he just levitating with his nose like this. He just floating behind her as she walk, man.
Like Candyman.
Yeah, when we spiritually speaking, meaning the things that suck you in to the women, man.
Suck your butt.
Suck you in, man. All right. Which again, these women is death. They is as death. Right.
And death cannot be satisfied.
And these
women can't be satisfied.
Yeah. They part of the twofold children of hell, man. They run right along parallel. That's why when you see them on camera, who you see? Them. Wherever hell is at, they dwell with hell. The E, they with hell with E. E is hell. All right. And then you got 2/3 of our people who's part of the hell with them, man.
Man was not the seed, but the woman.
Man.
Like who? The serpent.
Eve, wherever hell is at, Eve is present.
On her back with her legs open.
Hey, we can
Seduce.
Kind. We'll get your point, then we'll finish out with that Proverbs.
Yeah, it was a quote in the show Game of Thrones. It said, "Love is a death of duty, and what is our duty? To do the will of Yahweh Bashim Shah."
Hey, and that was the Targaryen spoilers. That was the Meister on the wall, which was like, hey, what do? We stand upon our watch and the wall was a divider between the southern lanes and the north, and they had people on the north that they tried to keep out with that wall. And when you go and take the vow to be a part of the Black Watch, and you got to give up dealing with women and everything because your sole purpose is being on that wall. And that's what he was telling Jon Snow. The death, love is the death of duty. And when you're on this watch, this is the first and foremost love that you got to deal with.
Hey, if the Lord come and tell Jake right now, you got to stop dealing with women. The kingdom is almost here. Man, Jake gonna fall out the truth, man. If he just said, look, serve me, don't worry about dealing with you, I know he won't. But Jake, you know what I mean? The camp's gonna get thin, man.
we didn't seen it over the years. I didn't seen it over homework.
God.
I didn't seen it
Videos,
Yeah.
cutting your hair, not getting the lining.
Yeah.
All right, not shaving your beard. That's been the depth of the duty, man. For a lot of these cats, man.
Yeah.
All right, just standing up for yourself, man. Jake don't even want to do that, and then wither away, they fall away by the wayside, man. And it's simple, you know. We see it. That same transition into the truth happens with our people. When we say I'm not eating pork no more, niggas start fucking with you. When you say you eating, you say you're not
Smoking
eating
weed.
Yeah, you're not eating them $1.25, $1.29 goddamn pork chops. No, niggas start fucking with you, man.
Yeah.
They say, oh no, this nigga going mad.
He think he better than us.
Yeah.
Better than us.
They always say that. What you think you better than us?
you ain't fucking this other guy's women anymore.
Nigga fucking your woman.
Hey,
Yeah.
hey, Akim, you may seem like these scoffers out here really ain't taking heed to words, but hey, like it says, hey, this word cuts deeper than any sword, dividing, cuts deep to the bone and the marrow. When I first started waking up to myself being an Israelite, I had a roommate who was still in the world, and I didn't know how to break down. I had just woken up, but just the little things I said. He said he would have dreams where he was gonna pop a woman and commit some kind of adulterous act, and he said I'd like walk into the room and chastise him for it. And that's just me first coming in and not knowing how to break anything down. So imagine these people watching these videos, you really going to work with them in the scriptures, and they realize they are plagued in the mind.
And then into the point, you know, that's you got when you start dealing with that actual woman, Sophia, all right, of this truth. It started to cause tension between your actual woman.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Why the fuck
yeah.
you ain't touching me no more? You on that goddamn laptop?
With your ox.
Yeah.
True.
You talking about some damn Sabbath? We can't get it out. Hey man, fuck that shit,
It's
man.
another woman.
Yeah, it's another
It's
woman.
another woman.
You dealing with that bitch, I know.
Right.
Let me see, man.
But Satan
You
on.
know,
Satan done got on him.
yeah. But all the time it's this actual woman, Sophia, man.
That's right.
And then, like I said, it takes take the spirit of the most out of, you know, deal with these women, not for them to fuck with you like that. But then they start understanding, like, oh, this guy's serious about this. Like, you know, it's strictly the word, you know, and everything else comes after that, you know. It is what it is, though, man.
Hey, just say, keep strong and keep pushing forward. Keep on it.
Okay. Verse 18. Come, let us take our fill of love until the morning. Let us solace ourselves with loves. For the good man is not home. He's not at home. He has gone a long journey.
Hey, so not only did you walk into this woman's house, but you realized she had a man, and he's off on a long journey doing whatever. But you being in a simple one in your simplicity, you still take your pants off and get in that bed, so to speak.
He hath taken a bag of money with him, and will come home at the day appointed. With her much fair speech, she caused him to yield with the flattery.
It says he had taken a bag of money and will come home at the day appointed with the talents. The man coming for his servants, coming home when the day is appointed to see what you've been doing with your talents. And if you've been found lacking and wrap that talent in a napkin, what did that servant do? He got cast off, that talent given to those that were actually on their watch doing something. Hey, Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, and it's funny because we're coming into the Passover, which is always a cleaning season to knock off the chaff in these camps and just in this truth in general. And you want to be found on your watch. You want to be found not committing spiritual or physical adultery, dealing with your first wife, Sophia, that wisdom, which is going to keep you from both of those harlots, the spiritual harlot and the physical harlot.
It says, with her much fair speech, she caused him to yield. With the flattering of her lips, she forced him. He goeth after her straightway as an ox goeth to the slaughter.
And what's an ox? A dumb animal, a brute beast.
Or as a fool to the correction of the stocks, till a dart strike through his liver, as a bird hasteth to the snare, and knoweth not that it is for his life.
Keep going.
Hearken unto me now, therefore, O ye children, and attend to the words of my mouth. Let not thine heart decline to her ways. Go not astray in her paths. For she hath cast down many wounded. Yea, many strong men have been slain by her.
27 Act, that's the period.
Her house is the way to hell, going down to the chambers of death.
Didn't I tell you she's the two children of hell? You can't make that up. I ain't never brother gonna read that. You know? Go ahead.
And it's as death.
It's
And
as
hell, it
death.
cannot be satisfied.
Come on, bro.
And the ways of this world, the spiritual women and these physical women
Come
can't
on
be
now.
satisfied.
You can't
And
make
there is
that.
death. And if you be led down by her flattering lips and the twinkling of the feet,
You see that when you watch all this housewives of this and that and that.
Yeah.
Different shows where you see basketball wise, hey, your husband is a multi-millionaire.
Yeah.
And them bitches still ain't happy.
Yeah, she
Right. Still
bugged out.
bickering, fighting,
Yeah.
clawing.
hey, Tom Brady said he still has problems with his wife.
Yeah.
Like she just not satisfied.
Yeah, man, this nigga is the nigga. Tom Brady is the all-time greatest quarterback.
Super legend, yeah.
Yeah,
One of the greatest football fucking
Yeah.
players.
And he looked like an All-American, a Captain America, Edomite, even though he's a Jake.
yeah.
He got
got
everything,
shit, man.
everything, and his wife Giselle still saying you don't give me enough time or anything like
He said
that.
my wife a demon. What did he say?
She a witch.
She a witch.
He said it, truly.
But you still live with her.
Yeah.
Yeah, you supposed to cut the witch off. Yeah.
Hey, what's the law say?
Hey, OJ Simpson, I asked him.
Yeah, you're right.
You know what I'm saying?
I didn't see that. He might yesterday he was talking shit like, hey man, I just brought this new truck. It's making this funny sound, but the sound only makes the sound. It don't make the sound right now, but only when I open the door, you open the door, here's the woman because you don't spend no time on it. See, close the door. See? Only when I open the door, it makes this noise. The truck new. You know what I'm saying? It's goddamn women, man.
God.
You gotta be very, really girded and rooted, man, to to basically what it is stand the test of time. Especially with the woman, bro. Because they will take you out, man.
And like we were talking about earlier, that woman demon has been the bane of this camp down here. Everybody that's fell out have been over a goddamn woman.
And I done seen Apostle Tahar said it back then in 07. I'm like, wow, like, you know it's true, but then you're like, I wonder what make him say that. And then you start seeing
You see it.
guys come on in front of you, gone. The guy on the left of you, gone. Guy on the back of you, gone. Behind the woman, man. It's woman, money, job,
Pride, ego.
yeah, those things that take you out, man. I didn't see Jake. I didn't had one Jake. This Jake, he the only Jake I ever knew to win the lottery, man. That boy won the lottery in the truth. He just became a complete nigga, man.
That money doing it.
Yeah, man, became a complete nigga, man.
I'll send us out with this one.
Kind.
This Colossians 2 and 6. Yeah, as ye have therefore received the Mashiach Yahushai, the Lord, so walk ye in him, rooted and built up in him, and established in the faith, as ye have been taught, abounding therein with thanksgiving.
A rooted, that plant that found the good soil, and is firmly planted, bringing forth more righteous fruit. Not like them plants that were on the stony ground or got burned up in the heat, taken away by the cares and the affairs and the lusts of this life.
Yeah, you gotta literally
Rooted
become a
and
tree.
built up.
A tree starts off as a little seed and get rooted, and then over time it turns sprouts into what you see one of these big trees, man. And they be there through the test of time, storms, winters, snow, heat, and it's still there, man. That's how you gotta get rooted in the word. How about your shot? Like that guy Floyd Mayweather said, you gotta become gifted in your craft, man. This is a craft that we have been called into, so you gotta get rooted in it, man.
Yahushua said our faith has to be as a mustard seed. It starts out this small and becomes one of the largest trees in the land, man. That's how you got to be in the truth. You got to know.
Faith will be able to move mountains.
Right.
Any brothers had any other points they wanted to make?
No, that was it.
Con. So hey, we hope you sincere Akim and Aqua were edified by this
He
live
said
camp.
aqua.
Hey, there you got sincere sisters out
I
there.
know. No, it's just been the way we've been doing it. Crazy.
But yeah, again, we hope you sincere Akim and Aqua were edified by this live camp. And as always, we're going to give all praises, glory, and infinite honors
To Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakakadash.
Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule and teach well. And peace and salutations to you, sincere Akim out there, pushing this word in truth and sincerity to the four corners of the globe. May you brothers endure until the end. A Baba Ball.
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 Kwam Yasharala.
Kwam Yasharala.
Shalom.
Shalom.